If Love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Oh,
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
I don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof I'm alive by the motor. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, independent, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like under the city, the driver's side fly. Wish I could large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. It's a Friday. Oh, show up. Woo! Wow. To what do we owe the pleasure? First game of the year. I understand. You gotta make a good impression on the season, Tobin. Wow. All right. Well, Frogboii is here. The people want to know where you've been.
Oh, listen, I come bearing gifts. I'm not just here to show my pretty face. All right. I want these Colts to know they're going down.
Man.
I want to revel in the victory that was and is going to become this week a 2-0 Canes team. And of course, it's a Vice Shirt Friday. Is this Vice? I don't know.
Yeah, well, I'll allow it. You didn't show up with a hoodie like Leroy, you know?
Yeah, I showed up.
I don't know. Yeah, he's it's been a busy week for him. I'll give him a pass for today. But let us get to our headlines here to start this lovely Friday morning. Brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. Doral VW just broke the rules of gravity. Prices are falling so fast, we're checking for a crater. Volkswagen priced like they lost their mind. Doral VW, buckle up. No one sells for less. No one. That was a crazy opener. I mean, it had everything. You had a spitting Cobra. We then had Spitgate have a development because maybe there were 2 spitters. Did Dak Prescott deserve to get spit at? And then we had Jalen Hurts and the Cowboys back and forth, running up and down. We had the Cowboys. I mean, the Cowboys really yacked that game up yesterday, to be honest with you, Frogboii. They had a huge fumble in the red zone, and then CeeDee Lamb, I mean, he had it. Whew, I mean, it was right there for him, dude.
Yeah, that was my first pick in one of my fantasy teams, and I'm like, all right, so the season's over.
Oh, he's dead to you.
What are we doing?
I mean, that was bad.
Just week 1?
I like his explanation was just, that was terrible. I appreciate the accountability from CD.
I like it.
But oh my God. I mean, it was dropped in a bucket there by Dak Prescott. He had another one too that he had to dive for, but he got his hands on that would have made up for it. Nope, didn't get that one either. But the Eagles win 24-20. Jalen Hurts, 19 of 23, 152 yards. But he was just as dangerous on the ground. He was 14 carries, 62 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns for him. Saquon Barkley, pedestrian maybe by his numbers, but I mean, it was funny because everybody was making the point during the game. It's like Jerry Jones is saying here, we traded Micah so we could stop the run. And they just got steamrolled up and down the field, especially in the first half. In fact, most of the action just happened in the first half of that game. To be honest with you, Froggy, I fell asleep because of the lightning delay. I was like, the last thing I remember was the fumble. And then I was like, I woke up and I'm like, oh crap, who won the game? And then I was like, oh, I must have snoozed out when we were in the delay. But woke up, saw that I didn't really miss any scoring, so I didn't feel like I missed much of the game until I saw the unfortunate drop by CeeDee Lamb, which was rough. But the big story of yesterday was crazy because we had one of the best defensive players in the league in Jalen Carter get the heave-ho. And I texted you guys as this happening. I'm like, hey, something just happened. Because I was just like, it was one of those things where like I kind of logged in, but I was getting the kids to bed, and I'm like, I walk in and I see that he's kicked out of the game. I'm like, what just happened? And I don't think did you watch it live? Did you know that he had spit live, or were you as confused as I was? I didn't find out until like minutes later on social media what had actually happened.
Well, you alerted me. I saw your text, and that usually means something's good, something good going on. Like, but you ended up dropping the video as well. So that was my first, visual of it. I turned on the game after that, and then you get the reverse angle later.
Oh man. That was crazy because it's like we're going down the investigation hole of all of this stuff. And they're like, turns out Dak Prescott also a spitter. Lovable, clean-cut Dak Prescott, not the menacing Jalen Carter. Dak Prescott also a bit of a spitting cobra out there. This is crazy. But yeah, Jalen Carter, like immediately 6 seconds into the game.
That was crazy.
Apparently, he was like trying to intimidate one of the rookies, according to Dak Prescott. And I guess that Dak Prescott claims he's a spitter. He claims that he spits all the time. But I guess when they got nose to nose, Jalen Carter's like, hold my beer. I'm about to up the ante here with this.
Now, everyone's saying, but Dak spits on the ground,
right.
Not towards anyone. Do you think that just inspired Jalen? Like, oh, you're spitting? I can spit too. Like, I don't know. Maybe it was one of those childish moments, man.
I don't know. I mean, everybody's saying that, Carter's got a temper and that he's got to, settle down a little bit. Spitting is gross. I mean, overall, it's just absolutely gross. But it was just like, it didn't register. I'm like, what do you mean? Because I don't imagine getting that angry when the game hasn't even started. I can almost see this fury. Remember, of course, the whole Mason Rudolph, Myles Garrett thing when, there was a whole controversy. He rips the helmet off. And then we're like, what did Mason Rudolph say to him?
Yeah.
So at least we have an idea that like, oh, you spit at me, I'm going to spit right in your face. But I mean, he's for sure getting. I feel like he's going to get suspended. I think, or at least fined heavily. Right? Or is that technically a suspension? If you leave a game 6 seconds, is that being suspended for a game?
Time served.
Time served.
That's a good question. He's definitely getting a fine. You think this is suspension worthy though? Like a game? It's a game for a little.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Like, I mean,
seeing himself every game. Just like a body fluids happen. I guess. I don't know.
It was flying all over the place. It was crazy. Other headlines we got tonight in Brazil. Kansas City Chiefs. They take on the LA Chargers at 8:00. Now, this game is on YouTube, right? Not YouTube TV. We all get this. I don't get YouTube TV.
Yeah, me either. Which is very expensive, by the way. It's like $90 a month.
Yeah, I mean, I'm for one. I'm one of the few ones. I'm happy about this ESPN bundle because I mean, the streaming platforms you have to get ESPN. It's not cheap. And so I was like, oh, this is great. This knocks off like $15 out of my life. Now I'll spend that probably on 9 other streaming services my kids won't tell me about. But because that's just how it works. I'm like, why do we have the Broadway channel? I was just going through it yesterday. I like looked on. I was like,
yeah,
what? This is this is this anime Pokemon? What is this? Why am I paying $8 a month for this? I never see you guys watch this.
You have a Labubu subscription.
Labubu's, yeah, we have everything. It's crazy. But I don't have YouTube TV. And I'm trying to but I do get this game tonight. This is just a YouTube straight up body.
Yeah. I like that.
I'll allow it.
I'm not to get too far ahead of ourselves. Next week, the Canelo
Terrence Crawford.
That's Netflix, right?
That's Netflix, yeah.
Okay. See, I like this idea of like, I know how to get to these things. These are normal things. It's not like, you have to catch it on Amazon Prime on this day at this time. But like, you have to have the subscription. You can't just have Amazon. It's just weird.
I don't mind having streaming platforms. I know a lot of people are annoyed by it, especially the old. The old like to just go on television. Like I don't mind having Peacock. Although Peacock sucked last night. I don't know what was going on. Do you watch on NBC or did you watch on Peacock?
I think it was Peacock because they were advertising the paper a lot.
Oh, they did. Yeah. Well, I was watching on Peacock too. Obviously, I love Peacock because 1, Love Island, 2, Love Island Games, and 3, Love Island UK. So, yeah, they're going to have games with Ariana Madix coming up. Actually, Love Island UK is on Hulu now that I think about it. But they do have Real Housewives of Salt Lake. So I love Peacock. But so I don't have a problem watching games on streaming services like that or exclusives, but I do know it annoys a lot of people. So I imagine people are going to be very annoyed that they even have to fire up YouTube on their television today. So that's what you got, though. You know, check it out. Especially, but most people have the YouTube app on their television. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife has the YouTube app on her phone, and I think it's the weirdest thing. Like, I have to go to Safari and type in YouTube. I'm like, what are we doing here?
Really?
Crazy. You have a child. She's like, I have YouTube Kids. It's like, that's not enough.
My kids have messed up my algorithm because they just go and my daughter watches makeup YouTube shorts, and it's logged into my profile on the television. And I'm like, and I'm just like looking, I'm like, I have no sense of ownership over my YouTube algorithm anymore.
You'll never see Drew Starr again.
I'll never see him. It's crazy. Locally, we know Dolphins, Colts, that's coming at you. The big news yesterday, Darren Waller again did not practice.
Should I be worried?
I don't know, dude. If he shows up, he shows up. That's kind of how I'm going on it right now. The number 5 Miami Hurricanes. Oh, by the way, Game Day Uncensored will come your way 9 a.m. Full 4 hours for your ass coming at you at 9 a.m. on Sunday morning. Myself, Solana, Omar Kelly going to join us during the program as well. And then in the college ranks, the Miami Hurricanes take on Bethune-Cookman. And WQAM, you, of course, can hear that. I think 3 o'clock is when the pregame starts. I think 3 o'clock is when the pregame starts for that 7:30 kickoff from Hard Rock Stadium. Lots to get into here on a football Friday. We take a break. It's a Frogboii Friday. He's here. Leroy will get here. J-Fig, 12:35-ish. Lots to get to here on a Friday. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, hello, Leroy.
What's up?
Morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Got my first victory of the year.
Did you?
Yeah. Who did I tell you I was betting yesterday?
Oh, you bet the Cowboys. Yeah, you bet the Cowboys. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Should have won outright with CeeDee Lamb, old stone hands.
Oh my goodness! I've never seen a receiver that you usually think of as being reliable miss some bunnies.
Yep.
Like, I mean, and what gets lost in this is we're gonna look back and say Dak only had 152 yards passing, but he was carving that defense up.
No, he should have. I mean, they had 2 drives. You had the fumble, which they were steamrolling. They should have probably scored on that drive. I mean, that was felt bad for him.
Really?
And then the pass to CeeDee Lamb would have set them up pretty as well. Right. I don't. Though Dallas, I'm sure Dallas. I don't know how you feel because you're on the road with the champs. But you also gotta be sick with yourself for not winning that game.
But here's the deal, and here's what I like to tell people about higher levels of sports. You have the ability to do something great. Everybody that's in the NFL, at least once. What separates you is the closer that best gets to your normal, right? A Hall of Famer does that every time, no questions asked. You can count on it. He gonna make great plays, right? And it's just different levels of it. So yeah, you're in the league. You can be great at times, but what separates you is your ability to be able to do it over and over again. And I say that because Dallas in moments looked like the best team on the field.
Mm-hmm.
But when they tried to sustain it, then Dallas poked its head out.
Yeah, I mean their defense wasn't very good yesterday either. They got bowled over.
Oh, and Saquon go give you something every game where he just does something. You go, really?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. He's a moose, and then Jalen Hurts is like he's so elusive.
How is and I asked this when the list came out, so I'm not asking this after the fact. How is Jalen Hurts the 10th best quarterback in the league?
It's crazy. No, I don't understand it. It's wild to me. Like I know it wasn't. I get it. The game wasn't like the most impressive passing game, but like anytime he was in danger yesterday, he was just as elusive as anybody else in the league. And then he's a moose. So
as Flo would say, he makes winning plays all the time. So a quarterback who knows when he needs 5 yards and can run and get it, or knows when he needs 15 yards and throws a dart, right? You keep adding those together. That makes you a good NFL quarterback.
I know somebody who likes it because that's what his favorite thing is with a quarterback.
Mobile, dude.
Mobile. What did you think of we talked about it obviously in the first
Spitgate?
Spitgate, dude.
I'm gonna tell you all the story. Now, I can come over there and punch you in the face, and you'll be like, what the hell? But if I spit on you, that's a whole nother level of disrespect. I was playing with the Vikings and Corey Fuller, who went to Florida State. Corey Fuller was playing cornerback. And you remember Eric Winter, who was known as a dirty player? He was a center. He pulled out, blocked Corey. They get into it. Winter spits on Corey. And
we lose him. He's had this new computer he's trying, Marcos, and it's been yakking up. Like, I don't know what's going on with that, but it was it's great. I love the position that he always seems to get stuck in the most compromising position whenever these freezing happens. It's so great.
Man, that's unfortunate.
There we go. They got suspended, and so be it. And once
you got suspended for like 30 seconds there, like what happened? So you said Corey
poked him in the eye like Three Stooges. They both got kicked out, both got suspended, and every single player in the NFL said, if you spit on me, it's go time. It is the most disrespectful thing you can do to another grown man, other than open hand slap. Open hand slap is pretty disrespectful too.
I think spitting's more disrespectful.
Yeah, but yeah. So
backhand slap. I feel like a backhand slap is like I didn't want to give you my palm. Like, I feel like that's
But-
more.
What is it when you challenge somebody to a duel? Is that slapping with a glove?
Yeah. Whoa, that you're not. I don't even want you to touch my hand.
I tell you what, you ever watch those slap fights?
Yeah.
When they would just
Oh, they're
knocked
crazy.
out? It's
People
crazy. Dude.
legitimate, like doctors legitimately say that's the most dangerous thing that we're allowing people to do. The slap
Right.
fighting. It's like there's no defense. You're literally just sitting here openly allowing yourself to be slapped.
Yeah. And then you get the countdown. 1,
Yep.
2. It's like, oh my god. And
The
they
visual they have of the chalk that hits the face as well because they chalk up their hands. It's I mean, look, I'm sure it'll be around for a while. It has been around for a while. It's just Dana White's invested in it now, but the Russians have been doing it for a while. We got some of these guys, the culprits. We have the parties of B when it comes to this. Marcos, can we hear first from let's hear first from Jalen Carter on what the hell was he thinking?
Jalen, when it happened, were you like in a fit of rage, or what was your?
No, I was calm. I walked off the field calmly. I was not mad. That's pretty much. I couldn't really do nothing else. The rough decision is the rough decision.
What?
It was a calm spit.
Yeah. I don't think you can do that. I don't think that happens calmly.
You can't disrespect somebody in the worst way possible as a man and just say I was calm.
I was calm, guys. I was calm. All right.
You said we couldn't hit each other. You didn't say we couldn't not spit on each other.
How did you watch yesterday? Because we were talking about this I was confused. I had to wait until
I was watching it and I was like, did he spit? And sometimes because of like if the screen it looks like they're facing each other, but they could be off to the side. So I didn't really.
Yeah, like we saw he was like over the line of scrimmage and he was John. I guess Dak was saying he was trying to talk to the rookie to try and I guess intimidate him or something like that. And then Dak and him Dak they showed he spit, but
Dak,
like
he spits over to the side.
He spit on the ground. He claims he's a spitter. Spits all the time. But then of course it got up to level. Here was Dak Prescott on the whole situation.
Probably spit 1,000 times throughout the game. I mean, especially game day, maybe even in general, and something I guess I'm not proud of. But in that case, he was trolling, I guess you could say, trying to mess with Tyler Booker. I was just looking at him. I was right here by the two linemen, and guess I needed to spit, and I wasn't going to spit on my lineman, and I just spit ahead. But I would say he was back there where Jory was in that sense, and he asked, or he goes, "You trying to spit on me?" And at that point, I mean, I felt like he was insulting me. Like, I wouldn't spit on somebody. I'm damn sure not trying to spit on you. Like, we're about to play a game. I'm wondering why you're trying to mess with the rookie. And so when I stepped through, I actually say the words like, "What the hell would I, excuse me, but I'm probably even more colorful. What would I need to spit on you for?" And he just spit on me in that moment, and it was more of a surprise than anything. Refs obviously saw it through the flag. I was like, hell yeah, we get 15 yards to start the game off. Didn't realize he was getting ejected. Unfortunate that he did. Hell of a player. Changed our plan and our blocking scheme. As I've told you all right before the week, that we're going to protect against him. So helped in that manner, but I don't wish for anybody to get out of the game. I'm sure he probably regrets that to some extent. I'm pretty sure he knows I didn't try to spit on him or wasn't even aiming to spit on him. Something that's probably going to get a lot of coverage and a lot of attention that feel sorry for him in the sense of, I mean, I know how excited each and every one of us are, right, to kick off the season and the season opener, and hell of a player like that doesn't even get a chance in the first play. Yeah, unfortunate circumstances.
And then as he leaves the podium, he goes,
That's what, see, can I just say
how many times did he call the hell of a player? How many times?
Can I just say this,
Hell
Tobin?
of a player.
Too much.
You would be the reason why melees start in every sport.
That's not fair, dude.
Really? Listen, if we took the situation with Van Gundy holding on to the leg, right? Somewhere Tobin's behind there instigating that.
Oh, yeah. It's really unfortunate we lost their most intimidating defender on the line. Shame about that. Hell of a player. Hell of a player.
It'd have been something if you said, shouldn't have spit. Sorry.
I like this, but this is the problem is Jalen Carter, a little immature. He's trying to say, I was calm. But then you have Dak Prescott, who's basically like a mayor. He's probably going to run for like the governor of Texas one day. And he's just so polished, and he's got QB, just like, oh yeah. Well, I'm not proud that I spit all the time.
Right.
And like hell of a player. He's a hell of a player. By the way, come down to Arlington Chevy. We have all the best Chevys. Like I could just,
right.
like he's just. This is a dapper veteran that's up there.
Right.
He's got no shot. Hell of a player. Here's Nick Sirianni, who I still can't stand his champion face. I still can't stand it. Here is he on the incident.
To keep all our conversations and all my disciplinary things in house, but we got to do it. We have to fix it as coaches.
Is this something where you might take disciplinary action against Jalen?
Again, I will keep everything in house, and we will. You won't ever get that from me. We will. Everything will always be handled in house, just like private conversations that I have with players. None of that will ever be out to you guys. I'm sorry.
All right, there you go. I mean,
even when he says that, you just want to,
so
right?
Just hate his face.
And you know what?
He's just got like this.
The fact that we feel that way is a us problem. It ain't his problem.
I don't know. I don't know if it is.
Dude's been coaching for what, 4 years? He's been how many Super Bowls?
2 Super Bowls.
2 Super Bowls.
Nobody's denying he's a good coach.
Right. So, like, if you have a problem with his antics or his just look, that's a you problem. That's a me problem.
I guess. Doesn't feel like a me problem. Feels like a him problem. Like Marcus, you like him?
No, dude. No, I really think no one likes this guy.
I don't think anybody likes this guy.
And it's just how he handles himself. It's not anything particular that he does, but it's like you ever talk to a guy and you go, can't trust him. Right? You just get that feeling. I think that's what, and so when he does do something wrong, it's magnified. And when he does win, everybody's like, they underplay it.
Crazy. All right, we'll take a break. Get into the Dolphins a little bit. Their first game of the season coming on up. We got action tonight. Chiefs and Chargers. Back with more to this.
Miami's
All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on 104.3 FM WQAM. Hey, how would you like a chance to have a Pro Bowl Miami football player come and visit an elementary school of your choice? It could happen. It's WQAM's MVP experience with the Dolphins. Zach, sealer it on up. You guys can have an experience and have Zach Sealer come visit your school. He's on board to come over there, speak to the students. You just got to go to WQAM.com and enter an elementary school in Broward or Dade for your chance to win and get a visit from Zach Sealer. For more information and contest rules, go to WQAM.com. Dolphins back at it today. Some final prep. No Darren Waller yesterday. He missed practice yet again. Feels like he's actually just hurt. Yeah. Like if I can I just take this for what it is? Like he missed 2 days of practice this week. He's listed with a hip injury. Sounds like he tried to practice last week and got hurt. Am I crazy? Is like this seem what's happened? I don't know. That seems like I think I'm just gonna accept that. Like Darren Waller tried to make a comeback, and the Dolphins say they've been practicing more physically. So maybe he tried and got a little dinged up.
First of all, I want to commend Leroy because this freeze position is great. This is good.
It just looks bothered by me. I don't know why this keeps happening with this new computer of his, though.
And his IT guy so far.
His IT guy's gone. I think his IT guy's gone. He doesn't have anybody to bring him along with this and get it all fixed. But it's been weird. Like he's perfectly fine, and I don't know if he just has it going in sleep mode in like 2 seconds. Because
actually, I'm going to stop by his home and I will figure this out for us.
We may need to. Yeah, we may need to get to it. But the Dolphins getting ready for this Colts team that beat the Dolphins last year. Probably one of the worst losses the Dolphins had last year. Yeah. I mean, embarrassed. They had some. I mean, bad fumbles. They missed it. I mean, it was a very frustrating game all around for Miami. A real poop fest. We all had to watch them lose 16-10.
Gross.
Tyler Huntley was starting in that. Did Tyler Huntley start or Tim Boyle start? I forget. I think Tim Boyle actually started that game.
Well, Huntley. Well, first quarter. If Boyle did start, he was out by 5 minutes into the first quarter because Huntley threw a touchdown pass to Jonnu Smith, which was the only touchdown that we had for the entire game. We had one more Jason Sanders field goal, but Huntley, that game went 7 for 13. I think they were just kind of like trying to keep it, as like conservative as possible because I think it was like one of his first games in, but it just was a horrible game to watch. Anthony Richardson wasn't great. We weren't great,
but we lost. I remember, the one that sticks out at me in that is I remember, I think Mostert had that bad fumble. Yeah.
Yep. Mostert did have a fumble. And if you look at the rushing stats, it seems like that had to be the only thing that was keeping us in the game. But like I see Tim Boyle also, like if you look at the stat line, 74 yards passing, 87 yards passing. It's like, well, what kind of football game are we watching?
Yeah, Tyler Huntley got hurt. And then Raheem Mostert had a fumble. They turned into a touchdown. Alec Ingold, remember they were best of friends? He also fumbled in that game.
Yeah.
What a horrible memory.
Just a disgusting game.
The crazy thing is, this was not a good defense last year, the Indianapolis Colts. This was one of the worst defenses in the league last year. Yeah. And so that's why I'm really hopeful that the Dolphins, really can start off this season. They got some good guys in the defensive line, which is going to be an interesting test for the young new offensive line. It did see that James Daniels was limited a little bit yesterday, which, always makes you squeamish. I want this line to be intact going into this first game. I don't want to be in a situation where the Miami Dolphins already are having to reach into their bag of backups. But, DeForest Buckner, I think I got Kwity Paye. Like these guys put up, they can get after the quarterback a little bit. But ultimately, like this is a team that gave up a lot of yards last year. And I mean, dude, like respectfully, I love Xavier Howard, right? Like this guy is an all-time Dolphin, but dude's a walrus. I mean, he's long in the tooth. So we need to go out there and I really need Tua to carve him up. Like if this is one of those things, I need those hammies burning for Xavier Howard, like he's going up against Baltimore, where he was doing a whole lot of chasing.
Man, but like, you don't think this is setting us up for like a revenge game? You don't think this would be like the best game of the season for Xavier Howard? Who's on the other side?
Oh man,
I know he's 32, but like,
yeah, no, he's up there, but it's one of those things where, yeah, the nightmare It's So Dolphins scenario, Froggy, is for sure that he picks off Tua, gets a pick six, or comes up with a key interception at some point. And look, the one thing with Xavier Howard, this has kind of been his whole deal, is like that dude's a ball hawk. Like when he for being a cornerback, his entire career, when he's at his best, that dude gets interceptions. You know, a lot of these cornerbacks, they're not challenged, they kind of get ignored. And he's one of these interesting cases where he's really been in his career, not necessarily a shutdown corner, but he's a playmaking corner, and he could really just change the element of game. Like at his absolute best, you know, the guy was doing it all. But yeah, he can definitely turn a game and can make a big time play that you have to be scared of. You got to think he knows those instincts. He knows these receivers really well. So yeah, in our nightmare scenario, we could think about that for sure. That would be the way to go. But ultimately, like, this is not the gauntlet test all of a sudden that we're taking on for Miami. This is one of those where I do feel like, all right, this is a team, and I've said this, like, I think the Dolphins are a more talented team than this team. You know, they're not bums. I mean, they got weapons, and we're curious to see what this new freak tight end that they have is in Tyler Warren that the Dolphins ended up passing on for Kenny G. But I don't know. There's a reason why I'm calling this a don't lose, and it just feels like the Dolphins are the better team. I feel like this is still a more talented team they're taking on. If the Dolphins had Tua last year, they're not losing to the Indianapolis Colts. Let's be real about it.
Yeah.
Tim Boyle had to play for them.
It's rough. It's been rough.
What a nightmare last year was.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nowhere near what it needed to be. At that point last year when we lost to the Colts, we were 2-4. If we have another 2-4 start to this season, I'm not sure Mike McDaniel keeps his job past that week.
No, there's definitely one of those. There's definitely a case where the pressure is on early in this season for him. There's no doubt about that. Especially because, I mean, you're going to be taking on your division opponents 3 out of the first 4 games. Yeah. So this is, I mean, would you say it's their easiest of the first 4, or would you say it's the Jets at home? Like, what would you look at and say, like, the layups for the Dolphins, or if you were going to chalk up, it would be this game, even if with it being a road game, and you would say, I guess the Jets. Although I don't really know what to make of the Patriots. I don't. People are already kind of just saying they're going to take the next step, but I would say that this Colts team is as winnable of any of their first 4.
I would say this.
Oh, hello.
Hello. I don't know what's wrong with my internet.
Is it internet or is it your new setup? Because this has been like, you look completely fine. You're not lagging.
No, because it's through the whole house. You know, I have the little arrows, and I go and check, and if that's red, it's not my setup. It's something with the internet that's blinking on and off.
All right. It seemed like it'd been happening since you put your new monitor in. I was like, is this thing sleeping too quick?
It's not that.
You want to send Frogboii for IT?
I'll go. I just, you know, I'll charge you a couple ribs or 2. You know,
I think we tend to put these high expectations on a couple of teams every year, and it very rarely pans out. So when you pick those teams that haven't been there, so the Patriots were what? For how many games did they win last year? Like, they didn't win many games last year, did they? To say that team is going to make this big leap.
4-13.
They were 4-13, and now everybody's saying, "Oh, they're going to be the second best team in that division." Like, not for nothing, but I kind of need to see it first. Right?
Agreed.
The same goes with you're going to have a couple of teams that came out of nowhere, like the Washington Redskins. Are they going to, sustain it over and over again? They do have a quarterback who's dynamic. I'm not even questioning that. But we did the same thing with Joe Burrow. So is it possible that in all these, preseason opinions that they're wrong? Absolutely. And so you don't know where it's going to come from. There's going to be a couple of teams. For example, San Francisco was banged up last year. If they stay healthy, where do they fit in? Right? There's certain teams that have been there that had bad seasons because of injury. And there's other teams who haven't been there yet that people are just crowning them.
Right. But you get into this team in particular that they're taking on in Indy. Right. Indy, I mean, odds makers have Indy finishing third because they have them at plus 375 to win a not very good South division.
Right.
Tennessee, because Tennessee had the number one pick right now, is the long shot. But they're like right there with Jacksonville. The favorite is Houston.
Right. But because they've been there, and last year they were really banged up. So I could see that. I understand that.
But I could also see a scenario where the Colts are finishing in last place in a not very good division either. So
here's what's
that's why I think that's why there is emphasis on trying to show if the Dolphins are going to come out and show what they are, like you have a bad defensive team last year in Indianapolis with some good studs on the defensive line. We're going to get a chance to see this if they can get that first thing off the ground of like, all right, does this new offensive line get some push on them? Do they get that run game going? And dude, you got a guy who's starting at cornerback who friggin' hasn't played in a year.
Right.
Like I do think like they were the fourth most yards they gave up last year out of anybody.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of yards. But here's what I would say. The thing that I always caution people on is a guy like Daniel Jones, right? Who, look, he got a second contract because everybody thought he could play. But he got a second contract with a team that is just like from top to bottom terrible right now.
Yeah. And also he had a generational running back.
Right. And
now he has a good running back here. This guy's right. It's not a bum that he's got behind him.
Right. So I'm curious to see, because it happens, and we've seen it happen recently. Quarterback gets in a new situation, kind of fits the system that he's playing in, and plays well.
How much do you think we're going to see? Like, do you think Kenneth Grant plays a lot of snaps? Do you think they're going to put in a lot of those young guys in there, or like, because I mean, this is obviously a big test early on for that new front, which everybody's been raving about, because Taylor had a huge bounce back year last year and he was really, really good.
I would say yes, he plays a lot, because he's a contrast to what Zach Sealer does. If you put anybody else in, they kind of play very similar to what Zach Sealer does, and that's move the pocket, push everybody,
by the kneecap
in the middle, get penetration up the middle, so that those outside guys can, do what they do and get after the quarterback. So I think they'll change it up. They have a lot of guys on that front seven. They rotate a lot of guys up front. And I think that's because not only for the older guys, the injured guys, but to keep everybody fresh, so that when it gets to those crucial times, you can go to your main guys to get in there and get some pressure on Daniel Jones. Be careful, Daniel Jones can run.
Tangibles.
Yes. And so from that standpoint, those are the kind of the things I'm worried about. On the other side.
You know what we say that for an intangibles that can run?
What?
Sneaky athletic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, watch out for that guy. Sneaky athletic.
Well, then what do you call McClung?
Mac McClung?
Oh, that's also sneaky athletic.
Sneaky athletic.
Yeah. Jumping out the gym.
Jumping, that's crazy.
Jump out of the gym can be anybody, not just intangibles.
I mean, when
you know, like Derek Jones Jr. still jumps out of the gym.
Yeah, true.
But
when you say somebody jumps out of the gym, though, I connote that they don't really have any other skill. Like they're just a dunker.
Yeah, McClung doesn't play basketball. He just dunk contests.
Plays for the Orange County Magic.
The Kissimmee Mickey Mouse.
Matthew McClung's serving turkey legs between games.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm curious to see how this game starts because both teams have to, set the tone. The Dolphins want to set the tone for how they're going to play football this year, right? And being physical, and that's been the thing.
You're gonna be mad. Are you gonna be mad if the first is a swing pass to Devon Achane?
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
You will get a text. You will get a text right away. I'm like, way to set the tone, Mikey.
We'll take a break. Our Tua next.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Vailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Frogboi's here today. Hello, stranger.
Hello.
Did you bring antics at least for today? Like, I mean, or are you just cruise controlling on a Friday?
Antics? You think what I provide is antics? If I'm not providing real journalism, then yes, I have antics.
I have real journalism that I am furious about right now, and it's by journalism I mean I went to my Hard Rock app. I am beside myself in rage because I've been talking about this all week. Everybody knows I like to lose my money, and I especially like to lose my money on Julian Hill anytime touchdown prop bet on the Hard Rock app. But there's a reason for it. Like, it has been at last year plus 1,000. Plus 1,200, plus 15. I think at one point it was plus 2,000 last year. You know, and he got very close last year, like twice, but he fell on his face or he just yacked it up. He's a rhinoceros with hooves and shoulder pads on. Like, he can't catch. Very physical player.
I don't know why his numbers are dropping.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure this out because I looked in. And I'm like, all right, well, because I thought it was going to go up during the week. I'm like, this is going to get back to normal because it was at plus 600 this week. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. It's at plus 425 now. And I find this very fishy. Somebody knows something. Now, it doesn't mean he's going to catch because he can't catch. But somebody seems to be tipped off to something, Leroy. As a person who's been following this stock for the better part of 2 years now, it doesn't smell right. Why are his numbers at that point? He's just a hair above Malik Washington.
Well, because he's the only healthy tight end.
Well, there is that. Yeah, there is that. Darren Waller, his numbers, he's at plus 375, but I don't know if he's going to play. Mike McDaniel, I think, is speaking at 11:30ish today, so I guess we'll get an update on I
don't understand what could be wrong with him.
It says hip on the injury report.
But did he come to the team with that hip?
Dude, I don't know.
The old have bad hip.
Well,
the old dude have bad hip.
He hasn't played football.
Nope.
And I'm more than sure they worked him out.
I would think so. I would think so, but maybe he tweaked something. Maybe he tried maybe somebody tackled him in a practice and that was, I don't know. Or maybe they're hiding him.
I don't know.
Because Tua this week was like, he was kind of like giving an Easter egg to everybody. He goes, oh, you should see some of the plays he's made. But then he was also like, but I don't know how much he's going to play. So I don't know if Tua was, Tua, he has no filter. He's like Goran Dragic, too honest, right? So I don't feel like Tua's lying. But I think maybe he's like, oh, maybe he stretched out for an incredible catch and tweaked something. He's like, hip. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking at his injury history, too, to see if he has a hip thing. No. He has hamstring issues that we should probably monitor, but no hip issues. Unless Leroy's going to tell me that those are somehow correlated, which I know that happens. But...
No.
Yeah, so I don't understand. This came out of nowhere.
Yeah, but the bigger story here is not Darren Waller. It's what the hell is going on, Hard Rock app? What do you know? And why are you messing with me? Because you're taking the fun. If you guys think, and I'm going to tell you something right now, if you guys think you're going to get $30 out of me on Julian Hill, you're high as a kite because I will make a parlay. I will make a parlay that is plus 4,000 And then don't think for a minute you're gonna squeeze any more money out of me on this Julian Hill thing to even out the winnings because I'm trying to chase something. I don't need it. Okay, I'll find somebody else. Don't make me bet Alec Ingold. Oh, I'll bet Ingold.
Don't do it. Please don't. Please, actually,
I'll do it.
Don't, please don't.
No, I'll do it.
I don't think they would give him the ball near the goal line.
Nor should they. Nor should they. My only bet in right now is Zach Sealer sack parlayed with a Malik Washington touchdown, anytime touchdown. That was plus 1,100.
Yeah,
but I gotta be honest. Now that I see Froggy here, this is I feel like we got to get greedy today. We gotta put some kind of parlay.
Yeah, buddy, I'm liking
it. Don't make me bet on Eichenberg.
I don't understand why are they messing with me? And if he comes out here and he looks like Miami George Kittle and I missed the boat on this, I mean, I'm going to be perturbed, but I can't bring myself to bet on him anymore, especially at this number.
That's crazy.
He's going to have to hit it. And this isn't going to happen. Like it keeps going
Wait,
down.
What's going to happen? You're going to bet. You're not going to bet it. He's going to score.
Yep.
Then you're going to jump back on the train, and then he's going to go to kicking the ball all over.
Probably. Yep. Yeah, maybe I've been his mush. I don't know. I can't deny it.
No, his mush is his hands.
I wish he had more mush on his hands. Softer.
Oh, my God.
The season kicked off last night. Eagles defeat the Cowboys 24-20. Jalen Hurts, couple rushing touchdowns. Saquon Barkley had a rushing touchdown. Dak Prescott, 21-34. Javonte Smith had a couple of rushing touchdowns. And unfortunately, CeeDee Lamb had 7 catches, 110 yards. But the ones that he dropped, woo!
Yeah. I mean,
they cost
him. Wide receiver 1 makes those plays on every team.
Yep.
They weren't like the one at the end. If you're elite, you make that play.
Hands on it. Yep, he did. And it at least would make up for the bunny that he dropped.
Yeah, what was it, like 3rd and 10 or 12 and right in the middle of the field?
That was tough. Miles Sanders, he had a bad fumble yesterday. So Cowboys definitely had to be kicking themselves, especially in a game where Jalen Carter got kicked out in 6 seconds. But alas, hasn't exactly been the offseason going strong for them. We also have action tonight. The Kansas City Chiefs take on the LA Chargers at 8:00. That's on YouTube, regular old YouTube. So if you, it's not YouTube TV, regular old YouTube to watch that game tonight.
What do you think, Leroy? You like that? You like that? Is that something that's good, or you don't want to put YouTube?
I want to go to a channel on my TV and watch the game.
Yep.
Right.
That's what I got that big ass TV for.
That's fair.
You got the YouTube app. It's on there somewhere.
Well, maybe it's free.
I don't know.
Who's broadcasting that for YouTube? Who are their broadcasters? I don't even know.
Well, that's a good question.
I have no idea who's broadcasting this game.
They hired a couple of big names.
Let's see. Yeah, I remember Netflix had people for a little bit. Okay. Here it's Rich Eisen and Kurt Warner on the call tonight. So the NFL Network guys, basically. That's what they're going with.
How you feel about Kurt Warner?
I think he's a little too cute on Twitter sometimes. Like he thinks like he's got some quarterback wisdom that I'm not trying to hear all the time. A little too busy with the thumbs, if you ask me.
I do like did you see the sideline reporter for this?
No.
Is that YouTuber that went to the XFL Destroying?
That's his name, Destroying?
His name is like D De La Hoya or something like that, but he got famous because he was the first person before NIL who was forced to give up his scholarship because of how successful his YouTube channel was. He was a kicker for UCF, so they forced him to relinquish his scholarship, and
ridiculous rule.
Absolutely, especially now, in retrospect, he can't get that money back that he lost, of course. But yeah, he continued to chase his career. I mean, he's just a kicker, so there's only like 30 of those in the world. Good luck with that.
It's in Brazil tonight.
Yeah.
This is Brazil.
Brazil. So yeah, man. Oh, and finally, Last headline here. The Marlins are back at it tonight against the Phillies.
I'm losing interest. I'm on life support with them.
Yeah, I know. Well, I get you, dude. I get you.
Especially with football.
Yep, I understand.
Okay.
They had a nice summer. You know,
you know what they did?
Nice summer.
Let me give them credit. They got us from hockey to football.
To be fair, we all thought they were going to be unbelievably bad. Yeah. And, you know, they're the third. They've been mostly a third place team all year. That's what they've been. Now, the Braves were surprisingly terrible. Now, not against the Marlins for whatever reason. Can't. I mean, the Marlins can't beat them. They've lost, I think, 7 out of 8, 8 out of 9 against them.
Try not to give up 5 home runs in a game.
Sheesh. Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather announced yesterday that they are going to fight.
What?
They are going to compete in a boxing match, an exhibition. The only details we have is it's going to be in the spring of 26. It is going to be put on by something called CSI Sports Fight. And we don't have a location. We don't have a date. We don't have a broadcast partner. But Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather, 2 of the biggest pay-per-view stars of all time, are going to fight. I don't even know if it's on pay-per-view, if it's going to stream. I have no details. But Mike Tyson did give a statement that said that I don't know why Floyd agreed to this. This is detrimental to his health. Although Mike Tyson did not look fantastic against Jake Paul. He is old.
Fantastic.
He looked terrible. He looked terrible. He looked
like if he wasn't fighting somebody, he would have just fell over on his own.
100%. And for whatever reason, we've decided. Now, I know he said some things about Floyd in the past. You know, like he's called him like a scared little man. I mean, he said that about a lot of people, but you know, I don't know why. I guess they just like, hey, would you guys like $1 gazillion to step in the ring with one another? And they both said, yes, we would. We'd like that very much.
Yeah, but Floyd is a little closer to his greatness than Tyson is.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, Tyson. We saw it. We just saw this against Jake Paul. I mean, like this is. I feel like he's going to get peppered.
But here's the problem. Tyson can punch through anything that Floyd can put up there.
For how long? For how long, though?
That's the question.
For how long? For a round?
I know he had like 3 combinations where you're like, uh-oh.
Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson had more ass cheeks and impactful punches against Jake Paul.
Yeah.
So. But people will tune in. Like it's very like his staying power for people being fascinated to watch Mike Tyson. It's unlike anything on this on in the fight world. People still love and are fascinated by Mike Tyson, and you just can't look away. So look, I'll watch it. Don't get me wrong, but you know, I don't know. I don't know why they're doing this other than money. No one's going to get knocked out. It's going to be ugly.
I feel like it's just going to be like them like
sparring, little sparring match.
Yeah, just
like Mike Tyson looked really good when we were in the pandemic and he fought Roy Jones. He legitimately looked good. You're like, oh man, Mike Tyson looks a little bit like Mike Tyson. And Roy Jones didn't train for that fight very hard, but Roy Jones said like he was like peeing blood, like he gave it to him, and that was a true exhibition. They weren't going for knockouts. They were supposed to hit each other in the body. That was a true exhibition. But Roy Jones said, like, Mike Tyson gave him the business. He's like, that really hurt because he kept attacking my body. But that's still, dude, like that was 5 years ago.
Right.
And he's, and there's times where like he's had to go to the hospital and, so I don't know. I don't know who's going to show up for this one.
And they're going to put a training workout video out and everybody's going to get excited. And yeah.
Oh, I listen, I could sit on, used to be YouTube, but I could sit now on TikTok. I could watch Floyd Mayweather training all day. I'll watch Floyd Mayweather training over a fight any day of the week. The way he can hit mitts, the way he trains, like that honestly is more captivating to me than his fights sometimes. The way he's able to hit mitts, it's incredible. It's like a magician. It's like when you watch Steph Curry go shoot before a game, you're just like, this is incredible. I can't believe the type of excellence this guy has. It's so cool. Shut up, Schmeathan.
They called you a dork.
Shut up, Schmeathan. Don't just call me a dork. That cuts more than anything he's ever called me. Just calling me a dork.
Just a dork.
I don't care if he puts every fat pun on the planet. Don't call me a dork.
I'm a man.
Oh, man. And I will watch boxers hit mitts.
Gotta hit the mitts.
Like, this dude has sent me more videos of Floyd working out.
In the mitts.
Hitting the mitts.
You're not even allowed to watch those videos anymore. You're banned.
No, Tobin says watching Floyd hit the mitts and work out is more exciting than some of his fights.
It is. It is. You don't like watching a guy prep and do his crap like a
no.
Steph
So
Curry
you're
shooting.
a big fan of 24.
24/7?
Yeah, 24/7. That's what.
I love 24/7. Yeah, but I'll even just like watch even just YouTubes of like raw stuff. Like is fun to watch.
No,
it's fun.
You know what? I think you just like behind the scenes sports because you like
he likes everything but the actual event.
No, everything around it. I'm telling you, everything that's around it.
You're telling me you don't like watching him hit the mitts, no looks? It's fun.
I mean,
those are some of the best hands that have ever graced a boxing ring.
You know, okay, but it's like a magician who makes my card appear at the top. I get it. You're gonna make my card appear. I'm not gonna know how. My card's gonna appear at the top. I'm gonna think that I have this other card. It's gonna appear at the top. Same thing with Floyd Mayweather. He's gonna hit it. I can only be like, wow, that's pretty cool. But I feel like you're watching hours of him hitting mitts. Like,
yes.
I don't know.
I love it.
I mean, Floyd is the reason why everybody else started doing it really cool.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So you are watching like the OG.
Right, exactly. People, I don't even remember people hitting mitts. I don't even remember that being a thing before Floyd Mayweather. I remember people hitting.
Tyson would just destroy everything in front of him in his workouts.
Yeah,
and that was the thing with him.
Hit the bag, hit sparring partner, but they also like you never got to see Floyd spar. That was always a big thing. You only got to see him with either his dad or his uncle hit mitts.
He didn't spar.
They never showed sparring. Like it was always a thing in 24/7. They'd be like, and now it's time for the sparring, and then the garage would always go. So you never saw it.
I hear some of these sparring matches, the sparring partner ended up being the champ.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Canelo brought in Boots Ennis to spar for Terrence Crawford. And everyone's like, oh, he's taking this seriously. Although Boots Ennis hasn't really impressed as of late. I really thought that guy was going to be like the truth. None of these young guys fight anyone.
When is that fight?
What we got?
When is that fight again?
Canelo to Crawford next week.
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Ooh, on Netflix, right?
You guys fight each other, please.
Leroy.
Who do you got? Crawford?
I got Crawford. I think he's going to win an 8-4 decision.
Really?
Wow.
So that's pretty dominant.
That is dominant.
I mean, we do this a lot with Canelo. You don't think Canelo has a chance?
Of course he has a chance. I don't think he's going to get that. People are like, oh, he's going to get knocked down. Like, he's not going to get Canelo's never been knocked down, I don't think. I think maybe once in his career. I think it was
didn't Munguia knock him down?
No.
Yeah.
He knocked Munguia down.
Because they're like, Munguia.
No. I think maybe no. I think maybe Miguel Cotto's brother got him. I think knocked him down. But that's it. But plenty of boxers have those slick boxers, like they've gotten him. He's not like if you can move and you can frustrate him. Now unless Terrence Crawford feels a little froggy. But I feel like he's got a lot of pass to go win this. We'll take a break. Back with more for this.
104.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 104.3 FM WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Get to a little 15 minutes of Gameday Uncensored, brought to you by the Lexus TX. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. And to celebrate Frogboi's return here on a Frogboii Friday, he's brought us something. He's brought us a gift.
Time for a top 5 double dip, baby.
Excuse me? You double dipped the chip. Double dipped? What are you talking about? You dipped the chip, you took a bite, and you dipped again.
All righty then. By the way, I had a great double dip while you were gone.
Did you?
Turns out Brittany wrote horny little stories when she was a child.
What?
About One Direction. You got to ask her about it. It's crazy. So because she wrote these horny little stories, I was able to call her things such as Stephen Kink. My favorite one. This one was a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I mentioned Edgar Allan Poe. That was too much, though. That was too much,
dude. Do it too much.
My favorite one, though, she liked this one. William, instead of William Shakespeare, William Shake That Ass. That was good. That was good. But you know what? I'm taking a step back from the silly.
Let's have a less horny double dip this time.
Yeah. The original purpose of the double dip was to find you players, coaches, and those that played for both teams. So I'm getting back to the true spirit of the double dip with this one. Oh, Charles Dickens was good. Didn't have to change anything.
It's not even original. It's the same.
Yeah. Oh, J.K. Raunchy. I was on a roll. This is the top 5 people that appeared for both the Colts and the Dolphins.
All right. By the way, before you get there, Frog, you should announce there's some news. Not surprising. Ooh. This is not going to do great for the Julian Hill odds for me, but Darren Waller, according to Mike McDaniel, from Isaiah Smalls from the Miami Herald. Dolphins tight end Darren Waller suffered a setback while the team was trying to prevent one. Per coach Mike McDaniel, doesn't think that he'll play versus the Colts, but called him, quote, the most eager player to play. What the hell that means.
That's whatever.
What do you got for us, Froggy?
Leroy, this is top 5 people who appeared for both the Colts and the Dolphins. You ready for this?
Yeah, I know one. I know. Can I name one?
No, because you're probably going to get it.
I want to call my grandmama.
Oh, rest in peace.
That is indeed correct. Rest in peace to our boy, Vontae Davis.
Man. Talented player. Very talented player.
Yeah, part of that
did one shush, though, the home crowd after an interception.
Very strange. Very strange. But yes, indeed, appeared for the both the Colts and the Dolphins, respective corner. Had a good career with the Colts, too. You mean until, just wasn't great.
Didn't he quit at halftime?
He did.
He did indeed.
Yeah, he did. He did quit at halftime. That was crazy.
Man, I've had a lot of thoughts that go through my mind during a football game.
Yeah,
leaving never crossed my mind.
Never once. You're just like, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna get out of here.
There've been games where I've gotten my ass kicked too.
Yeah.
Never thought of that.
Also, some more injury news. James Daniels, starting right guard. According to Mike McDaniel, sustained an ankle injury in practice and is questionable to play.
All right.
Can't we just have 1 week of the line?
That'd be nice.
1 week. I'm waiting for the next tweet. By the way, Eichenberg has had a miraculous time.
Oh, yeah, Eichenberg. Remember that one time he fought off a boot just to play? He's gonna do it again.
Tobin's like, no, leave it on.
What else you got?
Coming in at number 4. This is a recent one for us. How about our boy Jacoby Brissett?
Beat the Dolphins last year, right?
Yeah.
No, he didn't. He played for he played for the Patriots last year. I'm confused.
Didn't beat us though?
Oh, no, he probably did. He probably did. No, I don't think he did, actually. I think the Dolphins swept him.
That Dolphins uniform didn't do much for his
what?
It's a Friday fat shame.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not fat shaming.
All right, look, you won't be able to fat shame this next guy, Hall of Famer, first ballot, Frankie Gore.
One of the greats.
Yep. Yep.
Love him.
That dude probably could still get me 20 carries for 85 yards.
Is his son on the practice squad of the Bills, or is he on the active team?
That was last year. I don't know.
All right. What else? Who else is in the double dip there? Froggy
just has him for the Bills. I don't see anything yet necessarily in regards to if he's practice squad. Moving up the list, number 2. This guy is a Super Bowl winner. All right. I know our boy Bob gets a lot of credit, but can't sleep on Mr. Earl Morrow.
Wow.
Yeah. The reason why they went undefeated.
Why do his pants look like that?
That's the way they look. They didn't wear them tight leg huggers back then.
Look, he needed a lot of space, man. Wheelbarrow, but he extra space there.
But yeah, a lot of people think of the undefeated season. They don't realize, he was backup that had to play a lot.
And give us one more, Froggy, here for the double dip.
Number 1, Edgerrin James. No, I'm kidding. Number 1, of course, Don Shula.
Oh, Don.
The Don.
He's good. He was good.
Look at that Dolphins jacket.
He kind of had that Pat Riley just
a little bit
look about him, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Cool he looks with that, dude.
Right.
I want that jacket. I want that turtle, man.
That is your top 5 double dip. It's time to take out your feather dusters, ladies and gentlemen, and tickle Leroy's fancy for week 1 of the NFL season. Next. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, to tickle Leroy's.
My fancy is tickled.
Go around week 1 of the NFL season. Leroy, are you ready?
I am.
Here we go. Starting off Friday night. That's tonight, Leroy.
Yep.
Chiefs, Chargers in Brazil. Chiefs, 3.5-point favorites. Take your fancy?
Yes, it does.
My fancy is tickled.
For some reason, everybody's wondering whether Kansas City still has it. And they're looking at, LA like the Chargers, like they're one of those up-and-coming teams. But they've been kind of, regardless of who's the coach, they've been right on, like, the playing equivalent to basketball, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're not the 8th seed. They're the 9th or 10th seed, squeaking in every year. So it'd be interesting to see because, like, if Kansas City wins, we're going to say, they're not close, right? But if you're not going to even be bothered if the Chargers win. They're like, Kansas City. They always start slow.
What about 1 o'clock on Sunday? Dolphins, Colts, Indianapolis.
Yes.
1.5 favorite. Take your fancy?
Yeah. I want to see how much all this talk shows up on the field, right? We're going to be more physical. We're going to do things a different way. We got to, everybody has fun together when they're winning, right?
You know what they say?
You know who your true friends are when things aren't going as well.
That is what they say. They also say talk is cheap. Actions are valuable.
I'm very interested to see, how they go about their business.
No one says the second half.
No, people say that.
I just let it go.
No, people say that. That's what they say.
Like, hey, actions are valuable.
Take it to the pawn shop, dude.
What?
What about at 1 o'clock? Bucks, Falcons. Take your fancy?
No.
Tampa Bay. Okay.
No.
What about
that division? That division doesn't tickle my fancy.
What about
tickled
Bengals, Browns, Cincinnati, a 5.5-point road favorite. Tickle your fancy? And he's frozen. And he's gone. No. Marcos, tickle your fancy?
Shador's not playing, right?
No, Joe Flacco.
All right. Although the biggest bromance brewing in the NFL is between Joe Flacco and David Njoku, I think I'm going to pass on that one if I'm being honest.
I'm back.
All right.
Fancy tickled.
What about Leroy? Raiders, Patriots. New England, a 2.5-point favorite. Take your fancy? Dolphins opponent next week, of course.
I'll kick the tires on it. I want to see what all of the hullabaloo is with the Patriots.
My fancy is tickled.
They won 4 games last year. We're treating them like they challenged Buffalo for the division. How
about Cardinals, Saints? Arizona's a 6.5-point road favorite. Take your fancy? Okay, fair enough. Wow.
Fancy.
Come on. And the games, hold on. Of the games that you've mentioned, right? Saints, Atlanta, and Arizona, and who they play? Arizona plays
Bucks, Falcons, and this was Cardinals, Saints.
Cardinals, Saints, right? Like, really? It's football.
It's on the schedule.
But yeah. All right.
How about at 1 o'clock? How about 1 o'clock?
Mm-hmm.
The New York Jets welcome in your favorite Pittsburgh Steelers. And, of course, their former quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. Tickle your fancy?
Yeah. I want to see the bleep show.
Call that a hate watch.
It's not a hate watch.
It's a hate watch. It's a hate watch.
But who am I hating on? The Jets or Aaron Rodgers?
Sounds like you're a can't lose petty win.
It is because I don't like the Steelers. I don't like the Jets. Somebody got to lose.
Got a divisional matchup in the nation's capital as the Washington Commanders welcome in the New York Football Giants. Washington is a 5.5-point favorite. Kickoff at 1 o'clock. Take your fancy.
Yeah. I want to see First of all, I think Jackson Dart will be the starter after week 4 or 5.
My fancy is tickled.
Limited.
Yeah.
How about at 1 o'clock to finish the 1 o'clock slate?
I was getting ready to say, are all the games at 1?
Well, it's a full action, no buys.
Okay.
1 o'clock. Carolina Panthers take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Take your fancy.
You're insulting my intelligence with that.
Moving on to the 4 o'clock slate.
Fancy not tickled.
Making his NFL debut, the number 1 overall pick from the University of Miami. Cam Ward and his Tennessee Titans visit the Mile High City and take on the Denver Broncos, who are 8.5-point favorites at altitude. Leroy, tickle your fancy?
Yes. I want to see what Cam can do.
Fancy is tickled.
One of the things that's terrible about his situation is he's on a really bad team that has a lot to do to become competitive. He helps with that, but I think there are going to be some struggles just because.
Then we have at 4:05 the San Francisco 49ers visiting the Seattle Seahawks. San Francisco's a 1.5-point road favorite. Does that game tickle your fancy?
A little bit because
He is tickled.
everybody says, the only reason why San Francisco was out of it was because they were injured. A lot of injuries last year. And Seattle, I mean, even though they were competing, they got rid of their quarterback. So got a new one. They got Sam Darnold.
Yep.
Which is like, wow. Like, you know how you go somewhere and you play the 3-card money or whatever, and you get it once and you get it twice, and the guy keeps talking you into doing it, and you say, you know what, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at Sam Darnold.
He was good last year.
He was okay, but does that mean because he was good last year that's the performance we can expect from here on out through the rest of his career?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the question. That's the question.
In the frozen tundra
of Lambeau Field,
the Green Bay Packers at 4:25 welcome in the Detroit Lions.
Ooh,
tickle your fancy?
Yeah.
That's good.
My fancy is
That's a
tickled.
good divisional game right there.
And
there's only one other game that's going to outdo this one.
Man Campbell, speaking of horny, he sounds pretty horny for Lambeau Field. He loves it.
Everybody loves Lambeau Field. And it's not
like
it's
him.
not even the best stadium.
I feel like man Campbell's thinking to himself when he's laying on that pillow. He has dirty dreams about football heritage.
Dude, it's a cool place to play when you realize it.
There he goes. The ghost of Lambeau Field took him away.
I was waiting to hear once I realized.
I was too. I was waiting to hear. What about Frogboii? We got 3 games left.
All right.
The Houston Texans visit the LA Rams. The Rams are 3.5-point favorites. Tickle your fancy?
No, that does not tickle my fancy. I am interested to see if CJ Stroud is back. I think Leroy is not going to be interested by that game.
What about
I heard
Matthew?
CJ Stroud and I said I'm out. The only thing that matters with them were they were banged up too. So just they might have somewhat of a bounce back just by being healthy.
Sunday Night Football, Leroy.
Ooh, yes.
The Buffalo Bills.
Coochie, coo.
They welcome in the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore, though, they are a road favorite at 1.5.
Yeah, of course, it's regular season.
My fancy is tickled.
Are you
home primetime? Yeah, I would have thought that the Bill. I would have thought that would have been flipped. I thought the Bills would be slight favorites.
Yeah.
Maybe it flipped. I don't know if the odds flipped on it.
I mean, I would. It's weird. Like Buffalo is always there, but for some reason, like they just kind of end up there. Whereas Baltimore, you treat as a Super Bowl contender, right? And I think that's what a lot of people look at. Oh, if Lamar could just get over that hump, right? That one bad game at the wrong time or that one mistake. Josh Allen, we don't say that about Josh Allen. So I think Baltimore's going to win. But
Finally, Monday Night Football, the Minnesota Vikings visit the Chicago Bears. Does that game tickle your fancy?
Two relatively new quarterbacks.
The Bears.
What the Vikings did last year, that's kind of one of those one-offs. Like I don't know if you can count on that to happen again. Like they're up there now, so now they're going to compete for that every year. But I'm curious to see, because they really like JJ McCarthy, what he's going to do. Caleb, I mean, they say no excuses, but again, like new coach, new system, like what are they going to do to kind of rein him in and get him to make more untimely throws? Yeah, it'll be an interesting game, but that game probably has more questions than any other game, simply because you have two of high regarded quarterbacks that really haven't shown anything yet.
That is Tickle My Fancy, our first one of the NFL season in the books. We will take a break, get you caught up with your headlines, injury updates. We'll hear from Mike McDaniel. And I heard Frogboi's cooking something up as well, as he is back with us here on a Friday.
I need to get my headband.
Take a break. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 104.3 FM, WQAM. We take you up until 2 o'clock here on the program, streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. You guys can watch it on YouTube. 104.3 WQAM is the handle there. Go subscribe today. On Twitch, it's Miami 104.3 WQAM. You guys can get in on the chat and interact with the show. You guys can also listen to us on the Odyssey app, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps. And, of course, catch the Tobin and Leroy podcast all there with you. It's a football Friday here. We're getting ready for the NFL season. And NFL Talk and Football Talk on WQAM is sponsored by Paramount Plus. Stream your local NFL games all season long, kicking off with the juicy Week 1 matchup between the Miami Dolphins and Indianapolis, starting at just $30 for your first year. That's like $2.50 a month. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and check that on out. The Dolphins, they have announced that Darren Waller ain't looking so hot. Probably going to be out for this week. Get to the rest of our headlines, which are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. Doral VW just broke the rules of gravity. Prices are falling so fast, we're checking for a crater. Volkswagen's price like they've lost their minds. Doral VW, buckle up. No one sells for less. No one. You got Mike McDaniel there, Froggy. What did he have to say on the Darren Waller situation last hour? Here was the Dolphins head coach.
So we're all curious about Waller. Why did he not practice yesterday, and is he out for Sunday's game?
Well, trying to prevent a setback, he had a setback. So before practice, and so what does that mean? It means he's being challenged. The most eager player to play has another challenge. So that's I know he's up for it, but we'll I don't think he's going to play this week, which wasn't planned. But you don't. One of the things that the way I look at it is try not to. With your first player that comes out of retirement, try not to have a plan that you have no experience with. So, but we'll work through it, and there it is.
Setback with the hip injury.
Oh, hip strain. I'm sorry. Yeah, hip strain. Yeah, hip strain.
When did that injury originally occur?
It was that before practice Wednesday.
Before practice Wednesday. Gotcha.
Yeah, so we had already planned not to practice him anyway. Something that we didn't know if it was what it was until we knew what it was. But we were planning for setback prevention, and he had a setback.
I feel like I just had a setback.
I'm like, what? What?
Goodness gracious.
I heard setback 37 times.
Yep.
-1
for babbling.
For elongating what could have been a 30-second answer.
Yep.
So Darren Waller, it looks like he is out. Honestly, probably the bigger news from Dolphins practice today or from the media session is that starting right guard James Daniels injured his ankle Thursday.
That's crazy.
He is of course coming off a torn Achilles from last year, and that's not great. That's not great if he can't go. Not great.
I mean, we never really even talked about him, though.
I mean, what did you want to say about him? The big story is he was coming off a torn Achilles. He was one of their bigger acquisitions that he was going to be their starting guard. And I usually feel like with guards, no news is good news. And so now we got news, and that's not good news.
Right.
So
what kind of setback, though?
I don't know.
Because what if he re-injured the same?
It wasn't the same leg. They said it was his left ankle. His Achilles was in his right. So there's been no. I mean, he went all through training camp. I don't even think they slow rolled him.
Okay.
So yeah, no, this just seems like I don't know. Seems like this just popped up freakily in camp. Keon Smith is the Dolphins' backup guard. Awesome. He had a great preseason.
Wait, you don't even know.
I don't know. He didn't have a good preseason. I saw him get bowled over like 9 times during the preseason. What are you talking about? Remember when wasn't he one of the dudes when Tua got sacked against the Jaguars backups?
In 3 seconds, he went like in the second half, swallowed Tua up.
Yeah. The good news, Tyreek Hill and Devon Achane are on track to play, according to Mike McDaniel.
On track. Does that even mean anything now? Because
that's a yes for
you
him.
could just come back and say they had a setback.
You could, but that's a yes for him and his wordy ways. So, yeah, that is Ashton Davis, safety. He's expected to play. I don't know if he's going to start, but they'll at least have him. It appears they'll have him available, and that is your Dolphins.
Curious to see how Minka's going to play. We haven't seen him on the field yet.
Yeah, I am too. I'm excited about it. I was thinking about betting on Minka Fitzpatrick interception. I don't know. I mean, you call me crazy.
Middle of the field, I would say a corner would have more of a chance of catching a Daniel Jones pass.
Jack Jones?
And that would definitely be a pick 6.
Jack Jones or Storm Duck?
Who's yeah, I would have a better idea based on who they're guarding.
I don't know yet.
Yeah, I know. I would go. Let's see. Who plays on the left side?
This guy. I swear
Of the defense.
I think it's so specific. I just throw out a name.
I'm just trying to figure out the bet, baby.
Nolan Carroll.
He's not there anymore.
It's a good name, though.
Truly Nolan.
Kendall Fuller.
Right side cornerback is Storm Duck. Left is Jack Jones.
So that means on the offense's right would be Jack Jones. I would go with Jack Jones.
Jack Jones. We got to come up with a super parlay, dude. I'm just saying right now.
Oh, hey.
Come up with a little parlay action. That's all I'm saying.
Are we doing same game parlay or parlays across all of?
Oh, I'm doing same game parlay.
Okay, of course.
I'm sticking. I mean, if
values
yeah, you go do what you want to do. If you want to go spread the wealth, no one's judging you.
I mean, I like the Zach Sealer bet.
I did that one already.
But I would say this, that Dane Jones is a little fleet of foot. So Zach sometimes struggles there. Chasing. I don't know.
Minka's plus 700 for a pick. Jack Jones is plus 850.
Jack Jones.
Who?
What about pick 6?
They're all like plus 5,000 if you wanted to go with pick 6.
Because Daniel Jones, when he throws picks, he don't just throw picks.
He throws doozies.
Oh,
if you wanted to go Jack Jones, pick 6, or scoop and score, just Jack Jones anytime touchdown, it's plus 5,000.
All right.
A little flyer on it. All right. That one's in.
Yeah.
You're gonna be rich.
I hope so.
Hey, I know who the Canes play this weekend based on a text I got from my buddy.
What's that?
I looked down at my phone. Is the band going? I'm like, they're playing Bethune this week? Yeah.
Yeah, they got Bethune.
I said, ask FIU. Did the band go to FIU?
It's kind of what we were so excited about the Canes start and what a great game that was. Is there anything you just want to see? Because obviously
the Canes?
Yeah, I
just want to see them continue to be that physical force up front on both sides of the ball. Right? That is the portion of it that will carry you into those situations at the end of the year, right? If you're good up front, being able to run the ball physically, being able to stop the run and being able to get after the quarterback. There are some other guys who have been awesome, but the core of it is that. And so as each game goes on, hopefully they'll get stronger, get a better feel for when guys need to come out, when to rotate and stuff like that.
Can't even bet on this game on the Hard Rock app.
No, why?
I don't know. See if they can cover. FIU's playing Penn State this week.
Oh.
They are 42.5-point underdogs. You think they
know
cover?
what they're going to get?
I do think they cover, actually.
You think they cover?
You know what they're going to get?
Check.
Yeah.
Do they get a check? Are they? I feel like I don't know what the rules are. Like, at what point do you not get a check? Like, what conference doesn't get a check?
Everybody gets a check, but a lot of these games that you see with the smaller schools going to play the bigger schools, kind of like a preseason game, they might get paid $1 million, and that saves their whole athletic department. Maybe
I don't think FIU
500,000 to $1 million.
I don't think FIU's on the same level as Bethune though. Like they're in a real conference at least.
Oh, you think Bethune is even?
Bethune's, are they even Division I or whatever the hell they call it these days?
Was it black? I don't know.
Anyway, do you think FIU covers the 42.5?
Yeah. Only time they won't in these situations is your starters may play the first quarter or two, and then they put the other guys in, and then you got second teams playing. But I tell people all the time, the starters will take more of a break on you than the second team will. When them second team and them backups go in, they want a ball.
Well, that's what I'm looking at with the Canes. I guess you want to see a little bit from the tight ends too. We didn't really see much of the tight ends action, especially Lofton in that last game. So
I mean, just because you don't see something to somebody, I would say it really wasn't needed. There were other guys getting open, right? He was never stressed where he had to kind of dump it off that quick, or he always had time to go downfield and Beck. So that's just circumstances. Right? It doesn't mean that he ain't running good routes. It doesn't mean he ain't good. But when you got receivers making catches the way they are, and you have one guy just dominating, you keep feeding the beast.
Miami Football Reports and WQAM, sponsored by Miami-Dade County Public School Technical Colleges. MDCPS Technical Colleges offer over 60 affordable accredited programs, day or evening hands-on training aligned with local employers. Call 305-558-8000 or visit careerinayear.com and launch your future today. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. We got ourselves a
See what you did
Friday
with your little degenerate.
Don't blame me. He's a grown man. If he wants to
While
go,
you worried about whether you should bet $5 on Julian Hill, he's taking big old porn hacks at it.
I just want to know, Marcos, what was the odds before you added FIU plus the points?
Wait. No, we have to read it because this is how it went. Guys, please stop me. I just cooked up a 9-leg plus 20,000 same game parlay for the Fins.
Yeah, that's good.
Jennifer says, don't be greedy. I added FIU. Now it's plus 36,000.
This is okay. So I see. Yeah. So this is his spread. Do you want to read it?
Yeah. Oh no, this is good. Yeah, sure. Look, I mean, this is if you know football, these are all easy layups.
You just threw away $10.
No, this is good.
You just threw away $10.
All right, look, let's start with the easy ones, right? These are ones you agree with. Zach Sealer over on the 0.5 sacks, right?
Yep. Okay.
Dolphins covering the spread, it's a +1. They got +1 or something.
Just got to win the game, pretty much.
Essentially. Those are two things we can already agree at. Look at that. 2 out of the 10, 2 out of 10 right there. 20% of it you can already say you agree with.
Okay.
Daniel Jones to throw an interception. He's probably going to throw an interception. Let's be honest.
Okay. The Dolphins one so far is reasonable.
Okay. Now this is gonna be interesting. Are we gonna have success from both receivers? I have the over for Jalen Waddle at 58.5 and the over for Tyreek Hill at 70.5. Is that crazy for them to have about 120 yards?
Crazy. I mean, look, they gave up a lot of yards last year, the Colts. I mean, it's not crazy.
It's not crazy to have
crazy. It's not like you have to need them both to go over the century mark or something.
Well, with that being said, if they're both going to have good games, chances are Tua's probably going to hit the over on yards. Though,
okay,
right?
I mean, fair enough. That's what's his over under?
245.5.
That's not nothing. That's kind of a big game. I mean, that's not nothing, dude.
That is a lot.
That's not nothing.
But hey, first game, you want to swing that thing, and the rushing game is not going to be working because we're missing our boy James Daniels, right?
Yeah, that's a bummer. I don't think that's going to be going well. And by the way, I just got a tweet from Barry Jackson. It says James Daniels not spotted during the viewing period of practice. So,
all right. So therefore, chance that we could rely heavily on the pass.
Yep.
And as of right now, before you know it, I've already tricked you and convinced you into logic because there's only 2 to 3 more legs left that add a little bit of shakiness to this parlay.
Okay.
We already have Zach Sealer for a sack. I also put Jalen Phillips for 1 sack.
Okay, so you have the Dolphins defense dominating on top of the offense dominating. So you have Zach Sealer getting a sack and Jalen Phillips getting a sack.
But this is because the Colts are going to be behind late.
Okay.
Pin the ears back. I don't know if you ever heard that before.
I know what pin the ears back is. Yes, I know what that is.
Football term. You got to pin the ears back, and he's going to get a sack real late into the game, and then boom, that one's done. And then obviously, like we're weak. Our offensive line.
Leroy's internet has pinned the ears back and said no show today. But he's always on the best facial expression. I wish you guys were watching on YouTube and Twitch because, like, it does take us all a second to realize he's not just checked out because sometimes he'll check out. Yeah. He's not just checked out. He's just frozen.
Just frozen.
He's just frozen.
One of the best way possible. That's probably best. Honestly, this is probably best.
Okay, so you have. Let me just recap. You have. Tyreek Hill over 70.5, Jalen Waddle over 70.5, Tua over 245.5, Daniel Jones to throw a pick, the Dolphins to cover the spread, Zach Sealer sack, Jalen Phillips sack. What are your other 2 legs?
Now obviously offensive line struggles on our end is probably going to lead to at least 1 sack. Okay. And if someone's going to get it, it's probably going to be the best player on their team, DeForest Buckner.
Okay, it's probably going to be DeForest Buckner. So DeForest Buckner is also getting a sack?
Yeah, I need 1 sack from him if possible.
Okay. So, sack from him as well.
if a sack happens to our team and I'm cheering, just know it's because of gambling.
And what's the final leg?
At FIU, it's a new era, baby.
I think you missed one from Tua.
What I had. Oh, that was easy. That's why I didn't even say, oh, come on. Mobile, dude. This guy, look, he's got it 1.5 rushing yards.
So you have him getting 1.5 rushing yards, but also getting sacked.
Yes, because he's going to get sacked. And he's like, I don't want that to happen again. I can't listen to all you losers. I got to go win this game. Leroy says it all the time. When it comes down to the moment, he's going to make a split decision, and it's going to be to get that 1.5 yards. And he's going to win me $30,000.
Oh my God. All right.
Yeah.
And then on top of that,
Yep. Because 20 plus 20,000 wasn't enough.
it's not enough.
No.
You winning $2,100 is not enough.
Nope. But if I'm able to pull this off, because 10 is just a round number. So, you had to get the other one in there. FIU, it's a new era. I don't know if you know that. It's a new era.
It is?
Yeah, we're no longer sharing equipment. We had like Pitbull night last year. Solana's raving about the team. Therefore, it's a new era.
It's beat Bethune.
Well, it was, but convincingly though, right now we're undefeated. We just got 2 undefeated teams going against each other, and we're just gonna let the football do the talking, huh?
Bethune is gonna leave South Florida with a couple of $1 million and some beat up kids, and they're gonna be happy.
Yeah, they can funnel it all into their band. But 42-9 last week. That's a new era.
I mean,
42, dude. Penn State might score 42 points by halftime.
Penn State won last week over Nevada 46-11. So that wouldn't have covered. I don't know what the spread was going into that game.
Hey.
Nevada's better than Bethune-Cookman.
Yeah, well, but they are better than Bethune-Cookman. Are they better than FIU is the question.
That's the question. That is the question.
Let's see. What was Nevada last year? They were 3-10 last year.
Maybe. It's a new era. It's a new era.
You think FIU could beat Nevada?
They were 3-10 last year, and they play about. I think they could beat Nevada.
What was FIU last year?
I don't know. I gotta find out.
Before you go ahead on and make it.
But it's a 3-10 team, and they were able to cover what this spread would have been.
But guys, we got Willie Simmons now.
You don't know who that is.
I have no clue who that is. People talk about him.
All right, Panthers last year. Last year.
Also, oh man, the concession. We got mac and cheese in the concession.
They were 4-8 last year.
Okay, one more win.
Yeah.
You still listen.
Ball in.
High scoring though in those wins.
Come on.
Let me just explain something to you.
Put up 52 against the Chippewas.
52.
Let me explain something to you.
Which, by the way, you guys had to cheat against.
Look at that.
Listen to me. You think FIU has ever seen anything like that offensive line that Penn State and that defensive line that Penn State has?
Didn't they open against Alabama a couple years ago?
Yeah, remember that. But it's a new era though, so don't even worry about that. Whatever happened there was just like,
dude. The only way they cover is if they put the scout team in at the end of the game to run FIU's plays against them.
Let's see.
Look, it's 2009, Alabama, 40-14. We would have covered.
Since they beat the Hurricanes in 2019, they have topped out at 4 wins.
Yeah. And yet you bet them to cover.
I mean, 42 though.
But if a 3-win team was able to cover last week, theoretically, I don't know what the spread was for Nevada versus Penn State. I'd have to find out.
I would say it's in the high 20s, around 30.
Well, listen, our boy Willie Simmons, 67-24.
Okay, last week they were a 43.5 point favorite over Nevada.
Vegas is saying that FIU is better than.
And they didn't cover last week.
Hey,
Penn
look
State.
at that.
Right.
Look at that. And we got some film on them. Huh? We got some film on them.
You don't have film on them. Like that doesn't mean anything. You can't just say we have film on them.
You know what they say? They call him Willie the Watcher. He is watching that film right now.
Willie the Watcher?
Oh my God.
That sounds creepy in so many different ways.
That's
hey, who's outside? It's Willie the Watcher.
Willie the Watcher.
We'll take a break. When we come back, the mixed bag gets musical.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Miami.
You used to.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 104.3 FM WQAM. Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Hello.
How are you?
Jennifer?
Doing good, and you
How's
guys?
your head? Because yesterday, you should have been in concussion protocol.
Why?
Why would that?
Why?
The light?
You banged your head against the light like it was like it was whack-a-mole. What are you talking about? Yesterday, Marcos, she was sitting here.
Forgot.
She was playing photog and taking pictures of me and Leroy, and she banged her head up against this giant fixture, and somehow wasn't seeing Tweety birds, probably because they were terrified of her. But like it was crazy.
Wow. Yeah. That you know why she didn't remember it? Because she clearly has a concussion.
You have a concussion. I think that's a great point. Point for Frogboii. No, that's 100% what happened. Like,
and we had to do 2 photo shoots.
Two yesterday?
No, the one we did before.
Okay, that wasn't my fault. You need to stop blaming me for this.
I didn't blame. Wait. I
he was
merely stated a
karmatic that
fact.
you were the one who got injured.
Yeah.
I merely stated a fact.
I did that for the team, okay, and it did hurt, but I pulled through.
You need to take jujitsu.
Rolling would not have helped her there.
It couldn't hurt.
No, if I would have rolled, I
head.
think I would have gotten hurt more.
Yeah.
It is that time to get to Marcos's mixed bag. All right, what do you got for us today, Froggy, in the mixed bag as we get ready for Dolphins and Colts?
Tobin? Lower the music.
I don't have the
lower the music.
All right, fine. Wow.
You know, this Kendrick Lamar.
What?
He is seeping into the brains of people all across America.
Okay.
And if you're not picking up his super coded lyricism, you may instead be affected by his attitude. I say all that to say we got beef, boys.
What?
We got some beef going on.
What do you mean?
These Indianapolis Colts have sent warning shots. Now, if you guys are vaguely familiar with this, there is a Colts superfan who was voted NFL Fan of the Year a few years ago.
Okay.
Who makes music. He does beautiful renditions each week in which he supports his Colts team and calls out the opposing team.
Right. I think I've seen this. I've seen him on McAfee or things like that. I think maybe we play one of his songs.
Correct. Just to give you guys an idea of what we're working with here, this is a musical genius we got on our hands, all right? This isn't just some normal guy who picked up Fruity Loops, and he is sending shots to our Miami Dolphins, and I, for one, am not going to take it.
This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue. This is our Colts. Whether win or lose, we love them. For the shoe, beat the Dolphins. They're useless on dry line. This is our team. Go Colts.
What?
Is
What did he say about us?
Is this your cousin?
What did he say about us?
This sounds like you.
We're useless on dry land.
How dare he?
How dare he indeed is what I thought.
Colt can swim?
You know, I was just like, look, I have an opportunity now. I have two things that I can do. I can sit idly like some chump and allow him to rip my team, or I can do what my light-skinned wonder taught me to do, and that's fire back, baby. I decided to get in the lab, and I'm not gonna let this guy go without letting him know who I am. So I present to you guys the response to the diss track heard across the world. I'm gonna remind you of what his sounds like, and I'm gonna show you mine immediately after.
This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue. This is our Colts. Whether win or lose, we love them. For the shoe, beat the Dolphins. They're useless on dry line. This is our team. Go Colts!
No way. No way. I see a diss track. Come on now. And I raise you a diss track. This is Frogboii exclusive. Hey, come on now. You know the vibes. Hey, let's go. Hey, forget the team, forget the city. I just took a look into the future and the score isn't pretty. Man, we might just put up 50. Ain't no, man, I'd rather do the waddle than the gritty. Man, they really must be silly. Tobin already told me there's nothing good in Indy. The city ain't windy, the city ain't pretty. It ain't the Big Apple, dog, it ain't even Philly. I attack with a rap that'll smack half the team. Oh yeah? Fuck Pat McAfee. I'm gonna leave my info at the bottom, get back to me. Rip to the Colts, this a rap related casualty. I ain't have to do it to him. Same way, Mika ain't have to try, they just do it to him. I'ma introduce to him. Meanwhile, I got Zach Sealer over here chewing through him.
That's my favorite line.
Rip to the Colts, 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 rip to the Colts. Hey.
Rip to the Colts.
Wow. I thought you were gonna say ribbit to the Colts.
Ribbit to the Colts.
That's good. I think that's basically what you did to him. Is you Kendrick Lamar'd him.
Well, I wouldn't know.
No, you he is Drake to your Kendrick Lamar. I mean, that's really wow.
Didn't mean to.
No, I mean that's exactly what happened. You are Kendrick.
He would have maybe gotten away with it, the Colts guy, if he could actually sing.
Well, you know,
that was really bad.
I think he's doing his best.
It was a worthy opponent.
This is it. Then you can't just look. You can't just be coming out like, yeah.
You can't just be saying things like we're useless on dry land. I mean,
yeah,
you're gonna get you're
Did they
gonna
only
get
win
that.
4 games last year?
The Colts?
Yeah.
Dude, what is this? What is your trivia for today? Hey, let's talk about everybody's record from last year. You did the same thing with the Patriots.
And what side on the court?
I was just saying, like, we're like we singing songs about teams that were hot garbage.
It's a bit.
Hey, Kendrick and Lemonades.
They won 8 games last year, same as the Dolphins.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember the last 2 weeks, everybody was in the division. Everybody had a chance to win that division.
Yep, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Indianapolis does suck, though. It's a terrible city. I mean, like, let's not mince words. I mean, it's really bad.
I've played Indy before, and that's where you do the combine.
Yeah. Well, they may want to run the 40 to a better city because their city sucks. It's horrible. Place is a dump.
And this is dropped on Spotify, YouTube.
Oh yeah, this is coming out today. I already made a video version of it.
Wow.
I put the city of Indianapolis on blast, dude. And you know what? Pat McAfee had to take a shot too.
Had to. Yeah, I mean, he's basically
Yeah.
him and enough of him and Halliburton.
Oh, had enough of that.
Sick of him, dude. By the way, you see we got a Mrs. Street close now?
Were they?
Yeah, Caitlin Clark done for the season.
Oh, I did see
Yeah, she's Mrs. 4 to 6. Or Ms.
She only played like 5 games this year.
Saying, dude, she's street clothes.
That groin, is she gonna need surgery?
I mean, she doesn't have to do anything. You just send her a pile of cash.
No.
Another Gatorade commercial. She don't need that league.
Yeah, that's right. She recently released her logo.
That's her lowest paying job.
Yeah, it is. That much is accurate.
That's crazy.
sorry, I'm not gonna make it back. Where are you going? My actual paying job, commercials.
Man, I saw she was yelling at someone recently, like from half court, something about it wasn't a foul. Now to know she's not playing, I'm like, what are you doing? You can't argue street clothes.
She is. She's WNBA AD.
Yikes.
Yep. Tough look.
Took their season. They're not in the playoffs yet. I was like, oh, they're still going on, huh?
I don't know.
Ooh.
I see it.
The WNBA, they only been playing for like a couple of months. They don't play that long.
They've been playing. Yeah. I mean, they play, what do they play, like 40 games?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Twice a week, 20 weeks. That's what, 4.5 months?
Oh, the first round is September 14th, so it's right around the corner. I was wondering. I was like, they're still not in the playoffs yet.
They end up right when basketball starts. So
perfect.
And then Asia flies to Miami to be with Bam.
Those lovebirds.
Adorbs. 2 scoops of adorable, those two.
Man, their team was terrible early on. They turned it on.
Yeah, I mean, she's putting up crazy numbers.
Yeah, crazy numbers.
Well, Art Frog Savvy, well done. I like the addition to the frog in the beginning, by the way. Are you officially changing your name to Frogboii as a rapper?
I think it's going to be Art Frog Savvy.
I love it. Well, listen, plenty of rappers have multiple personalities, What do they call Kendrick Lamar? They call him K-Dot, don't they?
I don't know what they call that.
Kind of like that, Not, I mean, they got stupid ones like Drake who calls himself Drizzy,
that's
Or like
yeah, Shape and Poppy, they got stupid names, but I mean, some rappers,
no,
they got good ones.
Yeah. Oh, Kung Fu Kenny. He probably doesn't even know Kung Fu.
Take a break. Final hour coming up. Speaking of babies, it's Mike Florio. He was on Joe Rose today, and he was being a real weasel about the Dolphins. That's next. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Final hour on a Friday. We got Dolphins football. We got Canes football. It's all happening for us, baby. Let's get to our headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. Doral VW just broke the rules of gravity. Prices are falling so fast. We're checking for a crater. Doral Volkswagen's price like they've lost their minds. Doral VW, buckle up. No one sells for less. No one. I had an extra Doral in there just for good measure.
All right.
Yep. What do you got there?
I just like the sound and I miss it, but I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about the competitors because it's not a Celsius.
I think you can talk about that right now. That's fine. I don't think we're doing it. What do you got?
I'm a Red Bull guy now. I mean, until Celsius comes back, of course.
I got you. Listen, we're running low on that supply. That's for sure.
I know.
But it is almost cat season as well. By the way, can I? I got a thing that actually bothered me. Believe it or not, I actually have a Football Friday hockey take.
Wow.
Okay. You would chew me out if I.
Okay.
I absolutely would not. If you had a hockey take today, I would absolutely not. You don't, but I mean, do you have a hockey take?
No, it's football season.
There you go. You were getting mad at me for talking EuroBasket, which, by the way, 5 a.m. tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, Sweden takes on Turkey. All right. Pelle Larsson has been on a roll. Sweden has not, but he statistically has been on a roll in the knockout stage. And then, of course, we have Serbia versus, speaking of the Panthers, Finland at 2:45.
Yeah.
He's already talking in accent while talking about this, by the way.
So, Jennifer.
Yep.
You know what bothers me? We were talking about Jalen Hurts. I'll relate it to football, Leroy. We were talking about Jalen Hurts, right? Mm-hmm. And how he's disrespected because even as winning the championship
and outplaying Patrick Mahomes in both Super Bowls,
and now is getting overlooked by bums like Justin Herbert, right?
Right.
Well, NHL Network did their rankings of the top 10 goalies.
Oh no.
And these mother effers, okay, they had the audacity, and may I say the audacity to rank Sergei Bobrovsky 4th on the goalies in the NHL currently.
You're going to say he wasn't in the top 10.
4th.
I thought you were going to say he wasn't in the top 10.
That's still disrespectful.
Still disrespectful.
4?
Back-to-back championships. Sergei Bobrovsky. And by the way, they made it clear this is top 10 goalies right now. Okay. So I find this absolutely disrespectful that the network of the league, who by the way has already disrespected the Panthers by putting us on during rush hour to open the season, they put Sergei Bobrovsky 4th behind Igor Shesterkin, who by my last count, did he not beat in a playoff series 2 years ago? He did. Then Andrei Vasilevsky, who, a distinguished champion, except when he's getting his ass kicked by Sergei Bobrovsky. And then, I got to tell you, I am so sick of this Connor Hellebuck coming out here and getting all these awards and accolades. This dude is a regular season goalie, never shows up in the playoffs. Winnipeg wants to send his ass back to America. And if I see him atop a list one more time, I am going to freak out. But the fact that you have the cajones to put Sergei Bobrovsky behind some regular season run-of-the-mill goalie and two dudes who he's wiped the floor with, what's the point of lists? I really just want to know. What's the point of lists? If you're not going to do lists and the results that you watch in front of your eyes don't matter, at what point, do tell Leroy, at what point do the results of sports actually matter that Sergei Bobrovsky is behind them on any list? Ridiculous.
I would say this. You tend to get a little carried away with some of this stuff.
Hmm?
Like,
is this being carried away?
Yes.
He's just looking for justice.
Yes.
For our
he
boy.
got justice. 2 rings.
Along with disrespect.
Yeah, apparently
a lot of times in these things, and I've seen it voted on before, you're just looking at the numbers. You may have seen a couple of games. So, like, there's that. Sometimes you have more.
I'm glad that his signal crapped out.
You know what?
I'm glad that
That's
his signal crapped
karmatic.
out.
Oh,
I'm glad that his signal crapped out finally at a useful time in the
look
show.
at this. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay. Oh, goodness. I will not allow you to disrespect my boy.
No, just enough of him already. Just good. I'm glad the internet shut him up.
Wow.
Ridiculous. And like they just look at the numbers. Let me ask you something. I don't know about you guys, but in what world have we started weighing regular season over playoff runs, especially ones that go as long as this one has for Sergei Bobrovsky? 3 straight runs to the Stanley Cup final, 2 championships, and you're putting Hellebuck above him? Get the hell out of here. Sick of this. Shesterkin kicked his ass. Vasilevsky washed. I think he's younger than Bob. But the point is, Bob's gotten the better of him. It's enough already. Enough of Vasilevsky. Dude was one and done. First round, kick him out. And they're like, oh, you know, Bob's his numbers don't really stack up from the regular season. You want to know why? Doesn't need to. I'm sorry. When you're going to the championship every year, you'll excuse us if we're cruise controlling it a little bit. It's so silly. It's so dumb. This guy is the bar none #1 goalie in all of the NHL. And they continue to disrespect him and act like he's the system quarterback of something of this team. They treat him like Jalen Hurts. That's what they do. They treat Sergei Bobrovsky like he's Jalen Hurts. It's ridiculous. He is the system. In fact, the only thing that's ever going to derail the Panthers is if Sergei Bobrovsky all of a sudden turns into a 37-year-old, which he won't because he's swimming in Russian rivers at 5:30 in the morning right as the season ends.
Is he? Wow.
I mean, according to his dad, he is. I don't know.
I believe it, though.
Why would his mom wouldn't lie?
No need. By the way, it's like storming by me, so I imagine it's storming by Leroy. I don't expect this to get better.
No way.
Getting worse.
Nah, no way. I apologize that hockey took over on a football Friday. It got my blood boiling.
No, don't apologize. Don't
got my
apologize.
blood boiling.
This is
I missed the cat. I missed the cats. You know.
Yeah,
you guys see Nolan Powell arrived at the Heat facility?
Yeah.
Yep. Spo looked pretty smitten.
I want to
like a kitten.
I want to trick Norman Powell.
Why?
He hasn't met us or met me yet. So on media day, I want to dress up as a male cheerleader and tell him the Miami Heat have male cheerleaders and do a routine for him.
How about if you show up once every month, you don't do things that annoy people?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to let me in the building.
Nah, I don't think that's going to happen. Oh man, we'll take a break and I'll get to that carnival barker Florio coming up next.
104.3
Welcome back, everybody. Hey, how would you like to have a chance to have a Pro Bowl Miami football player come and visit an elementary school of your choice? It could happen. It's WQAM's MVP experience with the Dolphins, Zach Sealer. He's on board to speak at a school. Go to WQAM.com and enter an elementary school in Broward or Dade now for a chance to get a visit from Zach Sealer. We'll speak to the students and more. For contest rules, go to WQAM.com and check that on out. In the meanwhile, let's get to a little 15 minutes of Gameday Uncensored here, brought to us by the Lexus TX. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. You familiar with the workings of a carnival barker named Mike Florio, Leroy?
I am. He's most people think he's a bit of a Dolphins hater.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'd call him a Dolphins hater, but I definitely feel like, he's been doing that hit with Joe Rose forever. I think he's been doing that for like years since the website first came out.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he knew he was going to go on in Miami this week, and it was like, I'm going to make everybody upset. That's kind of what I felt like when he put the Dolphins at 29th in his power rankings.
29th.
He was on. So this was him this morning with Joe answering for his crimes, and he believes that the Miami Dolphins are on the brink of implosion.
Tyreek Hill was out of line, and Tyreek Hill spent the offseason trying to put the toothpaste back in the tube, and I don't buy it. You talked about A.J. Brown, 1 catch for 8 yards. If Tyreek Hill has 1 catch for 8 yards week 1 and week 2 and week 3, and if the Dolphins are 2-5 at some point, I think he's the candidate to be the Devontae Adams this year. I've told you that before. Yeah. I think he could get traded by the deadline if the Dolphins have fallen apart, because he's not going to be on the team next year, not at that salary. So I think that it's a very real possibility, and I just don't buy where things are right now. And again, feel free to prove me wrong, but I had to put somebody at 29. And I just think the Dolphins are teetering on the edge of a possible implosion. Maybe they won't, but if I had to bet one way or the other, I'd say that's what's coming. And I know it's hard to hear it when your team's 0-0 and you've convinced yourself they're going to be good. Let's see. Somebody's not going to be good.
Here's the thing that I don't get, though. Okay, like the A.J. Brown thing with Jalen Hurts has literally been a thing since A.J. Brown's been an Eagle. Like there's always been a case of A.J. Brown not getting enough targets. He's not his favorite thing to do. Like the best thing that team does is run the football. They got Saquon Barkley. They got Jalen Hurts doing his tush push. And then like they almost use their wide receivers as complementary pieces. Like the Miami Dolphins with Tua and Tyreek, that's been the engine of the offense since forever. There's never been a case of Tua not relying on Tyreek Hill when he can rely on Tyreek Hill. They don't have that same rapport. So I just don't think it's a good comparison.
I would say that I get where he's coming from, but here's the problem with that. I think that team last year, with that many injuries, with that many just things going on during the season, hell, by the way the season started, that was the worst that they could do. Right?
Mm-hmm.
To think that team that seems a little more organized, a little more focused on what their attack is going to be, I find that hard to believe.
Here's more of Mike Florio. This is why he ranked the Dolphins 29th.
Because I'm dumb. Oh, sorry. No. I got a lot here.
So, Mike, you got it stirred up down here. Of all the people that come out with power rankings, and people are talking about Mike Florio, a Pro Football, you must know this. South Florida must let you know. 29th in the power rankings for this upcoming season.
What was the old Steve Urkel line? Did I do that?
29th, Mike. Come on.
Joe, I just don't buy the whole we're going to do things different. I don't buy it. They got to prove it to me. So they start in the spot that they deserve based upon, number one, how they finished last year, number two, where they currently are, number three, whether or not I believe they're in a position to make themselves better. And they can play their way out of it. Somebody had to be 29, somebody had to be 1, somebody had to be 7, somebody had to be 32. So that's the way it goes. But I just am skeptical that this latest effort to change is going to make a difference. And, you know, we talk about the stuff and we hear about the stuff all the time with Tyreek and Tua, and they were at it again this week. I got perturbed that they played it was blown out of proportion card. I'm sure you guys played that sound.
Yes.
From those guys. Like, we went back and looked at what Tua said about Tyreek when he said it. Nothing was blown out of proportion. It was blown properly into proportion. It was exactly what he said. We made a big deal about it because it was a big deal for a quarterback to call out his teammate the way that he did and to say what needed to be said. We supported Tua when he said what he said.
I mean, but here's the thing. You guys literally blow everything Tua says out of proportion. Like, for Tua to grade what you guys think you're blowing out of proportion, not everything the guy has done since he's walked into the league has been blown out of proportion. Literally everything.
Everything.
You're going on a guy who probably has a warped perspective on all this stuff because everything that he says just gets blown to the sky. And I got to be honest with you. I do think it was blown out of proportion because nobody listened to the first part of what Tua said when he said those comments. When he was talking about Tyreek being as vulnerable as he's ever been, being a changed guy, being, you know, more with his teammates in the entire time. We only took the back half of that stuff that he was talking about.
And it's one of those situations where you only pick what you want people to hear to make your point.
Right. I just think that this, I just think this rift that everybody thinks they're going to have. The Dolphins may stink. Look, I'm not going to. There is that possibility. We'll leave the door open, Leroy. Let's just leave the door open, though, with the possibility. Hey, they may stink, but they're not going to stink because of relationship between the quarterback and the wide receiver. If they stink, it's because Patrick Paul and Jonas Savaianaya and the line fell apart and Tua was unable to be protected again, or the cornerback problem was too big and and there's too many young guys they're leaning on. Those could be reasons, but this infighting between the quarterback and the wide receiver is not going to be the reason they're not good. And that keeps being thrown as the reason they're going to be one of the worst teams in the league. And I think it's dumb. It's not sound logic.
You think they put a memo out for all quarterbacks, like the 32 quarterbacks, put a memo out and say, don't get too crazy over your wide receiver. They all do it. We all have one.
Right. You know, like, it's one of these things like where it's crazy to me. And I haven't, and this is the number one reason everybody keeps coming back to it. Not I think it's even fair if you threw, hey, you want to know why I have 29th? Tua, he's going to get hurt at some point. But that's not even the reason.
Right.
Nobody keeps saying it. Everybody's just like, nah, they hate each other. It's going to be a problem.
They British?
I got to tell you. Hey, I will say this, though. Tua has been a little more disgusted than normal about the whole situation, right? And it's kind of like Tyreek has to work himself back in with the trust. It's not the other way around. Everybody doesn't have to go out of their way to make Tyreek feel a part of it. Tyreek has to go out of his way to show him that he wants to be a part of it. And I think everybody's handled it fine. I mean, how do you want to handle a player? How do you want your teammates to handle a player that quit on him?
Well, not according to Florio, because he claims that Tyreek Hill is actually really bothered that he's not a captain. Here's the last part from Florio.
Let me say this. I think he was stung by not being a captain. I think he believed by doing everything he did, saying everything he said, coming out and saying, I don't deserve to be a captain. I think he believed he would do enough to reingratiate himself to his teammates and get one of those 6 C's. And I think that maybe it's a splash of cold water to get him to even further commit to being a good teammate, or maybe it just helps lay the foundation for the implosion to come.
Yeah. You want to know what I think? You want to know what I think? I think Tyreek Hill's happy he's not a captain. You want to know why? Captains have to go to more meetings. He hates meetings. Why the hell would he want to go to more meetings? Do you get a bonus for being a captain?
I would say this. If you had named him a captain, it would have almost been a disservice to the other 51 guys on the roster.
Of course you can't be a captain. Sorry. Oh, my feelings are hurt. Get out of here, dude.
And wait, the only guy who's saying that is not down here.
No.
So how much credibility can he get about that whole situation?
It's old pot stirrer McGee, old pro football fine bomb over here, Mike Florio. A Baka. I know that's exactly what he's doing, and he wants to enrage me, but I don't care.
I mean, who?
This is right up there with putting Connor Hellebuck above Sergei Bobrovsky.
But here's the deal. If the Dolphins go out there and play a physical style of football and handle Indy, then it'll all change. This is what we're going to hear on Monday from ESPN, from all the people talking about the game. You know, when Tua plays, they're really good. But there's the dilemma, right? They'll just move it. All the stuff that they're saying right now, they just taking, stabs at it. But in their back pocket, they got the whole Tua injury thing.
Mm-hmm. But Tua and Tyreek have never had that problem with each other. Like, just Tua holding him accountable. It's not even like the Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen thing where they had a lot of success with one another, but you could always kind of tell, like, whenever Stephon had a bad game, like he was making a stink about it. Like, we've never had that with Tyreek up until the end when Tua wasn't playing. And then of course he tapped out on the season, but he never done it with Tua.
No. Well, because I guess he would always get his.
Yeah. Which he still will. So how many are we thinking this week, Marcos? What was the over-under that we got to get? We got to put some more props in.
Yeah. Well, my 10.
You want him to do more? That wasn't enough?
Hey, we can get to 15.
Talk about greedy on greedy.
Yeah.
I don't like you're like the gambling judgment fairy. I don't like how you just came in here out of nowhere.
Wow. I love how you have to use the word fairy, huh?
It is because you kind of like you guys are being greedy.
What the hell is that?
You're like our content.
Friend.
You're like
I'm
Jiminy
helping
Cricket.
you. You're welcome.
How do you do that so fast?
We'll take a break. We'll play a little "You're Dead to Me" to close things out after this.
You're dead to me.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Let's get to it. You're dead to me. To close things out here on a Friday. It's been good to have Frogboii back with us here today. If you guys missed any of the show, you guys can download the Tobin and Leroy podcast coming your way. How did it feel, Froggy? Did you feel like you had your win today? Like, we just brought you back. I know Darren Waller couldn't get through one practice after all his time away.
True, but when you're a true professional like I am, you're able to just power on through.
Wow.
But honestly, I didn't feel like I was like, all right, now I'm getting it. But it was the third hour already. So, my apologies for those first 2 hours.
What's up with your hair?
I'm growing it.
It looks like you got a hair hat.
Yeah, you look like you have a coiffed going on there.
Yeah, I got
William.
You got like somebody handsome coming to the improv you're trying to impress?
No, it's just I'm gonna grow this thing out, see how far I get. And unfortunately, since I have just amazing hair, it's like wavy a little bit to the right. So I seem like I'm, I gotta get I'm like Trevor Lawrence. Just gotta get the hair.
What you get like your Jaime Jaquez on? Like, what are you doing?
He said Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I'm like, I just got this luscious head of hair here. I gotta.
What?
No, Leroy's frozen. Don't worry about him.
I'm not frozen.
Oh, he's frozen.
He's just confused.
That
you
look
froze
of
me.
disgust.
It scares me because sometimes it's kind of like one of those paintings in a movie that like starts talking. You're like, oh, there's secret eyes behind that painting.
Eyes are following me.
You need to get that internet fixed, dude.
No, the weather's not helping.
The weather is getting pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's who's dead to me. Indianapolis. I hate that city.
You're dead to me.
I'm going to need you guys and the Dolphins to go out there and take care of business. All right? Don't lose and give them a whooping because I certainly did not enjoy my time there, and it's dead to me. I don't ever want to go back. Leroy?
You're dead to me.
The internet.
Yeah,
rightfully so.
Let me explain something to you.
Probably.
In order for me to get this fixed, and this is why I'm gonna be more annoyed in about an hour, I gotta call AT&T. I'm gonna have to talk to a robot for 30 minutes.
No.
Right? They're gonna make me do a whole bunch of tests that I already did because I'm familiar with their work.
Did you restart?
Yeah.
Did you?
I already did that. Right? So then I'm gonna finally talk to somebody. It's gonna be the wrong person. Then I'm gonna get transferred to the right person. And then they're going to ask me to go through the same steps again. And I'm like,
well,
I'm like, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Jennifer, who's dead to you?
Whoever decided to once again delay the process of that bridge they're building in downtown.
Is that a bridge or just an arch?
So apparently it's a signature bridge, but however, I don't see the point of it. I don't know if it's going to be.
Nobody was asking for. No one
asked for this, and it's really.
How about they do come with the Golden Glades?
Yeah, like you guys realize, look, Mayor Suarez, friend of the show. I don't even know if he's in charge of that, but I'm just going to talk to you because you're the only mayor we have a relationship with. But I don't even understand this. Like, you don't think people know Miami when they go to Miami? Like, why do we need like St. Louis? I understand. Missouri sucks. I can understand why you need arches there. But why do we need arches? We have the ocean. We have bright lights. Everybody knows Miami when they see Miami. Who asked for this stupid arch?
I don't know, but they delayed it till 2029.
Yeah,
so it's going to be all that traffic down there.
Ridiculous.
Oh my god!
And mind you, every single time I pass by it, there's like some new highway or some sort. Like everything is just blocked off. Or
that road's not made. That area is not made to just be building highway.
And and the worst part is that there's like merges that are quick merges and like can easily cause so much more accidents because it almost happened on my way to Lady Gaga the other day.
I had to go down there yesterday to pick up Rebecca, and it'll say left. You can make the far left or the quick left, but if you make the quick left, then you can't make the right. It's crazy.
By the way, you guys noticing Leroy's new chair? It looks like he's laying in a hammock all show.
Yes.
It looks significantly more comfy for sure.
It's been you today. We just, just laying. Yeah. No, but let's not also mention that the drink.
Wait. Let me get this straight.
Okay. Here we go.
No, wait, but hold on. Before he did the hammock, this was him the entire show.
Yeah, he was all the way in.
You know what?
What does this do, Leroy?
Shame on all of you.
Why?
Let me say this. 5 years ago, all we needed was good sound. And it didn't matter what you look like. Now all of a sudden we talking about being in the box and hey, do this. And
but we've been doing.
You would think that you would have gotten used to it by now.
I don't know who suggested it, but somebody said the thing we need for you, which is so spot. We just need to get you like a headset. That's what we need. So you can just go wherever you go. You just need an old school radio headset plugged in, and that's your setup.
Old school.
Just bring it. Boop. And that's it. Just goes with you wherever, because you're a mover. You like to move, even when we're in studio. I think we should just go headset on you, because you're like bobbing and weaving around the microphone. Sometimes it's in your shoulder.
He's a mover and a shaker.
It's crazy. Anyway, who's that to you, Froggy?
Thanks, Jennifer, for bringing that to everybody's attention.
Yikes!
I didn't do it. That was him saying you were in a hammock.
Yesterday, I know you caught the game after the spitting incident, and you kind of alerted all of us to the game. So I assume no one watched the game, but I don't know if from the beginning, I don't know if you guys were able to spot someone else who made a debut yesterday. That was our girl Huda.
What?
Yes.
My debt to me goes to each and every one of you stinking Love Island fans that pushed this girl so much. We actually have her explaining the tush push live with her partnership with the NFL now. That is how far we have gotten. Huda has escaped Love Island.
Wow.
She also told people to stop complaining.
Well, I mean, I'm happy for Huda. Don't get me wrong. Like,
I bet you are, dude.
I'm happy for Huda.
Get that bag.
That's exactly what she should be doing. That's the whole point of going on Love Island. So getting money from the NFL is great. But I feel like, who knows? Is that like for all the girlfriends who are watching? Because I don't think are there a lot of couples watching with this? I don't know.
Now she's infiltrated football. Now Love Island.
Do you have a problem with women being around football?
Do I have a problem with it?
No, Marcos.
Only if their name is Huda.
Yeah. I have a problem with Huda being around football, and I'll tell you why. Her talents and her abilities probably reserved for something else. Being a reality TV star.
You're just upset that it's not around somewhere you would probably attend
frequently. But if she is available, well, there's a big night at Tootsie's coming up. Big fight. Not your one.
So Huda's dead to you?
No, you Love Island fans.
Why, dude?
No, we didn't do it.
No, it was all of you.
She didn't even win.
Huda this, ace that. Huda this, ace that. Huda this, ace that.
I haven't seen ace on anything.
I know. Well, look, you know what? He's not good enough for the NFL commercial. Maybe we'll see him during the WNBA.
I know that Brian was cheating like a dog, though. I mean, he was so obvious during the reunion.
He should be a nomination.
And I knew that Pepe couldn't keep it in his pants. That was obvious from the start. I was like, oh, this dude is going to.
Well, you know what? His fumble is TJ's win, I think, because he was spotted.
Yeah, she didn't even like Pepe. Like, it didn't even matter. She liked TJ from the start, but I knew Pepe. It didn't even matter if Pepe would have gone out there with anybody. That Pepe's a cheating dog. You could just tell.
Jeez.
No, he is. I mean, that dude's too horny. He's not gonna be able to handle it. A Spanish basketball player, a professional Spanish basketball player. Yeah, okay, he's gonna handle Love Island. No, he's actually Spanish. Like, he's from Spain, isn't he?
No, isn't he Cuban?
Didn't he play for Spain?
Yeah, but he played there. I think that he's Cuban.
Oh, okay. Well, I apologize.
He's from California. I'm kidding. He was.
You seem to know a lot about this.
No, Pepe was born in.
That's all I know.
He was born in Spain?
Yeah, I didn't really care too much for him.
Raised in the U.S., played college basketball in California, and now runs miles and miles in our mind every day.
Yeah. Well, what he does is he's picking up double-doubles in the DMs basically every day, because I could tell as soon as that guy left Love Island, he was going to be just knocking them down left and right, like jump shots.
Pepe.
Yep. But Hood is definitely the most famous who's come off that season.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt. Like, if you were going to put somebody in a commercial for the NFL, it would be Huda. Because
Someone else won, but Huda really won.
Yeah, Amaya won, but Hood is the most famous from that season.
Oh, yeah.
Which happens. You know,
no commercials with Amaya Papaya anywhere.
Yeah. Because I don't think anybody knows Amaya Papaya. Like in the gym. Like, oh,
I think she's more like in the beauty side of things. Like, I guess, like makeup and stuff like that. But Huda, it's diverse, man.
Yeah, Huda was like viral on TikTok more than anybody else.
Yeah. A lot of crying, though.
A lot of crash outs, yes.
Sunny Bunny, hit the bricks.
Get out of here, Sunny Bunny.
Out of here.
Go find an iguana.
Snooping around.
The bricks.
Hit the bricks. He's up to no good.
Where's the Senor Gato?
He's in the he was about to cough up a hairball, so I'm like, not on this carpet. Take it over there. So I made him go in the back garage. He's like, I said,
Oh yeah, when the animal does that.
Hey Tobin, you might have to come over here and fetch a couple iguanas for me, because they have for a couple months now they have been pooping a lot in my backyard, and it's always so quick, and we can never catch them.
Yeah, but I'm not doing a catch and kill. Like, I like to just do catch and release. You're gonna have to get an
catch and release it somewhere else. It's not my backyard.
What do you want me to do? So you want you imagine me
think
catching?
It's not gonna just come back?
I hope not. It's been like about 2 months of just random poops.
All I gotta do is climb back over the fence and look. Oh,
everywhere. Hey. Okay, well then
that's why we were.
Release it like miles away from me. Put it back in the Everglades.
Oh, so let me get this straight. You want Tobin to come over to your house, catch the iguanas, put him in his car, and drop him to an undisclosed location.
Yeah, what do I look like, real Tarzan? I'm not doing that.
It's not that far. The Everglades is right there. Take him there.
Then you take him.
DM Tyrone Spong.
Get him, and he's also like notorious for this.
The little ones. He don't catch the big ones.
Scooby doesn't scare him off, because we've scared them all off. Because Sunny Bunny, that is the one thing she's done. She's basically roamed out here. Don't lay down there.
Okay.
Get out of here.
It's utter disrespect at this point.
Ridiculous, dude. All right, that's our show, everybody. Game Day Uncensored. Be back with you guys 9 a.m. on Sunday. Myself and Solana will get you ready for Dolphins and Colts. Omar Kelly will stop by the show, and then we'll be back Monday with another edition of Tobin and Leroy. Leroy, you better not give me. It's week 1. You better come with football takes. You better come with the football takes.
I'll break it down. I mean, like,
do not start or end with it's week 1.
We'll talk to you on Monday.
I mean, it was so beautiful.
It's blasphemous.
Spaghetti.
Words means words.
But they called it 25? Oh, gross.
Just because he is a back that fills a need doesn't mean he can fill that need.
Saying it was a huge success, and for that,
can anybody corroborate this? Corroborate.
Hope you mother have a good day.